Broadcasting from the KJFM Radio Barn at 102.1. This is KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, Eagle 102. Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good evening and welcome to men's semifinal night here at the Montgomery County Invitational. Mark Fronick, Marianne Everhart here in the middle school gym, looking out on an empty floor, Marianne.
Yeah.
Craig Smith and the Bobcats have been here for a while. They just went back to the locker room, but a full warm-up for them. Steve Lassman and the Wellsville Tigers, they're doing their best Hector Bencomo impression.
They are.
They have not made an appearance yet. They are here. They're in the locker room.
They are. That's what I understand. But I also understand, I think they got here maybe about 10 minutes ago, maybe.
So they are going through strategy as opposed to doing a warm-up on the floor, as we're about 11 minutes away from tip-off between the Bowling Green Bobcats and the Wellsville Tigers. Now there they are. They're coming out of the locker room now, Wellsville is, so we can finally see.
I could have swore I saw someone carrying their shoes, though.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting. We'll talk more about that and this ball game when we start the pregame show for you next here on Eagle 102.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Orff Construction Company, County Market in Vandalia, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, view your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And welcome back to the Montgomery County Invitational. Mark Fronick, Marianne Everhart here in the middle school gym, getting ready for men's consolation semifinals tonight. 2 games on the slate here on Eagle 102. First, we'll have Bowling Green and Wellsville, and later on, we'll have Clopton taking on Hermann. Hermann upset in the first round. They're the 3 seed. They were beat by the 6, so they're coming into this round a little peeved. But let's talk about this game. Wellsville on the floor now, warming up. Bowling
so
Green
glad, first
ready.
of all, to see them here.
Yeah, exactly. And this permed mullet that this guy down below is sporting.
Yeah.
He looks like mid-'90s Matt Stone, you know, the co-creator of South Park.
Oh, yeah.
If he added a little mustache, he would tell us that unicorns rock. That's all I'm saying.
I'm with you now.
I'm ready for that trend to go away again, by the way.
Yes, I'm not. I don't quite enjoy the mullets. I won't lie. Wellsville-Middletown kind of comes with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder as well, as they had the unfortunate first round game against the number 1 seed Mexico Bulldogs, and basically Mexico went out there, out-muscled them, hustled them out, did everything. A lot of times they wouldn't even let Wellsville cross the half-court line, taking the ball away. And it was almost as if Mexico was just playing a good old game of, park ball, the way they were going about things. So it was really frustrating for Wellsville. They fought hard to get up and down the court, but, Mexico is just too athletic.
Oh, yeah. And, they obviously, just like Bowling Green, they made a long run in football. So they've got some great athletes at Mexico. And Wellsville, after their great success last year where they were giant killers in the postseason, just as Clopton, they graduated a lot of scoring off that team. There's still a lot of heart on the floor for Wellsville, but the experience and the scoring has all moved on to the next level for this Wellsville team. And Coach Steve Lassman, our old friend, has some coaching to do this year.
He does. And, I think tonight's – I can't tell you it's going to be a more evenly matched game, because if you're just sitting for where we're at, Bowling Green has the height advantage on this one too, and I'm not too sure they don't have the speed advantage, and they also have the
strength
advantage and the experience.
Yeah.
But I think this will give Coach Lassman a little bit better look at his Tigers.
Yeah, and for Bowling Green, I think they are a little upset. They lost that 4-5 matchup to Montgomery County the other night, and probably not the showing that they wanted, but they haven't had a whole lot of practice time. Before the Hannibal game, they hadn't even had a practice. Coach Craig Smith was telling us earlier tonight that before that game, kids got their uniforms, no practice, just went on the floor and started.
Yeah, got on the bus and rode to Hannibal and did that. So, because I was questioning why Bowling Green has no games next week.
Yeah.
It's kind of odd, and he was like, he was excited because now maybe he can even change a few things.
Well, it'll almost be like training camp next week.
There you go.
Preseason practices with a couple of games already in the book. So we have about 5.5 minutes to go before they play the national anthem and introduce the starters. So we'll take a quick break, come back with your keys to the game after this on KJFM.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Sun Window Company, Clint Bowen Construction, and Northeast Title Company.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Keys to the game here in this matchup tonight. I think for the Wellsville-Middletown Tigers, it's just going to be trying to, run your offense. Take your time. Don't try to push the ball too quickly, because Bowling Green's going to probably end up, taking advantage of every turnover you had. So, take care of the basketball. Go through the motions and run those offenses and see if you can get them down pat this evening. That's kind of my key to the game for Wellsville.
For Bowling Green, I think you have the advantage in several facets of the game. Go out there, have fun, run up and down. There's not going to be a whole lot of structure yet to this team.
True.
They did get a full practice in yesterday, according to Coach Craig Smith, so maybe a little more structure than we saw in the opening round. But this is still a team that's coming off that high then disappointment of the football season. So
yes. Yep.
They just got to go out there and have fun tonight.
But, they came out on Tuesday night, I was trying to think of the opening round, and had a good matchup with Montgomery County. Kind of thought there for a little while they might go ahead and take that win. Unfortunately, by the fourth quarter, you could see that they were wearing down. And, Corey and I discussed that, these boys, they're in good shape for football.
Exactly.
A lot of them aren't quite in basketball shape just yet, and that's going to and that's going to change as we move through the season. But right now, I think there's still some frustrations, and so need to make sure we keep those level heads and not pick up those ticky-tack fouls and things like that. So just go out there, like you said, have some fun, and then try to work through, those emotions. I guess you could say don't let your temper get away from you. Exactly.
Build a lead early so you can sustain late and not be playing from behind when you're running out of gas. Those are our keys to the game. We'll have starting lineups for you next on KJFM.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, PJ's Salon, and Center Locker Service.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starters for this ball game, first for the number 8 seed Wellsville Tigers. They're coached by Steve Lansman, coming to this ball game with a record of 0-1. And they'll start a senior guard, number 11, Isaac Seabaugh. Number 15 gets to start a junior guard, C.J. Curd. Number 30, a senior forward, Keaton Mays gets to start. I got it all together eventually.
There you go.
Number 35, he's the freshman guard, Carson Huff. And number 41, junior guard, Logan Percival. So again, for the Wellsville-Middletown Tigers, it's Seabaugh, Curd, Mays, Huff, and Percival. For the Bowling Green Bobcats, they're the 5 seed. Coached by Craig Smith, they're 1-1 on the season. They'll start number 0, junior guard, Brandon Gamm. Number 12 gets to start senior forward, Braden Heidecker. Number 15, senior forward, Adam Twellman. Then number 35, senior guard, Caden Chandler. And number 50, a senior forward, Jackson Charlton. So again, for Bowling Green, it's Gamm, Heidecker, Twellman, Chandler, and Charlton. Those are your starters for tonight.
All right, it looks like we're about ready to get started here this evening as they're finishing up their intros here. Don't recognize again, I think one of these officials we had on Tuesday night. over there. I recognize him, but I don't recognize any of the others, to which we were informed they all come out of Columbia. The
guy on our left, he was very worried about making it up and down the floor tonight. I said, so you're going to be the back official? He said, exactly. 8 minutes on the clock.
Trying to say that these boys might go a little quick.
That's a possibility. Twellman jumping center. It's into the front court. Wellsville corrals it, and we're underway here in this consolation semifinal. Out high with it is number 11, Seabaugh. Seabaugh tries to skip a pass down low. It's out of the reach of number 41, Logan Percival, and out of bounds. First turnover of the ball game for the Wellsville Tigers. Bowling Green back the other way. Gam gets it around to the far side. Coming out of the corner with it is Heidecker. Heidecker up high now for Caden Chandler. Chandler drops it off for Gam. Gam going to try and cut to the hoop. He puts it off the glass and scores.
I tell you what, Brandon Gam has done a great job of stepping in for the injured Owen Niemeyer. You know, Coach Craig Smith talked about that in the preseason coaches spotlight, that he was hoping that they were going to push each other a little more this season. But he's really done a great job of stepping up and leading this team.
Percival gives it to Curd. Just below us to the near side for Keaton Mays. Through Percival to the far side now for Huff. Huff back for Seabaugh. Seabaugh now to the free throw line extended for Carson Huff. And everything's on the outside right now. They're trying to find that little cut pass to the hoop. They're going to go baseline this time. Off the glass, good, and a foul. It's Keaton Mays with the bucket to tie the game. The foul going to be whistled on Heidecker, his first. And Wellsville looking for their first lead.
Free throw shot up and no good. However, Wellsville gets the rebound.
No reset with Keaton Mays. Out high for Percival, over to the far side for Mays. For Huff. Now Mays has it. Coming up to the near point. Skip pass, far side. Seabaugh. Seabaugh with a three. It's offline. Rebound fought for. Wellsville gets it, and an easy putback that time for Carson Huff. 4-2 in favor of the Tigers. 6:27 to go here in quarter number one. And now a tip and a steal by the Tigers. Bounce pass near side. Huff trying to go baseline. Good pass along the baseline. That shot no good, but a foul again against Bowling Green, and Percival is going to head to the line.
So Bowling Green needs to, again, watch those foul situations. Don't need to get in trouble with those early on.
4-2 is the Wellsville lead. And Logan Percival hits the first of two to make it 5-2, 6:14 to go here in the opening quarter.
Of course, the Clopton Hawks are in the house as they're scouting who their potential opponent might be tomorrow.
Yep, both these teams have to come back tomorrow for consolation night here at the Montgomery Tournament. Heidecker back up high to the near side for Gam, and all over him. Whistled for the foul is C.J. Curd.
So it'll be Adam Twellman inbounding the ball down just from us on the sideline.
And falling down as he got the pass was Gam, but no one was on him. Lob pass through Heidecker, out of bounds. Last touch by Wellsville.
No, they're going to say his last touch by Bowling Green.
That's right.
Charlie Bowen coming in now. He's going to come in for Heidecker.
Marcus Starks also into the ball game.
And he came in for Twellman.
And a timeout taken by Coach Steve Lassman and the Wellsville Tigers. They lead Bowling Green 6-2, 5:49 to go in the opening quarter. This is the Montgomery County Invitational on Eagle 102.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include CMC Distributing and Manufacturing, McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes, and Calumet of Missouri.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
Wellsville ball after the timeout. A little more pressure coming from the Bobcats in the backcourt now. They get it near the line for Curd, and finally across the line, Percival has it. Back to Kurd, who just hands it awkwardly to Seaball. He's standing in the center circle. Now angles to his left, pass to the face of Carson Huff. He recovers. Here's a three from the far point. Good, and a foul. Oh my. Is it going to count? It is. Everyone dropped into the backcourt like they didn't know what the whistle was.
Like, he understands he gets to go up and do a +1, right?
Now they're talking about it. Interesting scenario.
At least they're conferring about it,
Yeah.
which is always a good sign.
They said the basket was good, so that lead is now 7. And here comes a free throw. Or no free throw. It was after the shot, they said, against Bowling Green.
So Starks is going to maintain his holding on to his first foul.
Yeah. With it, across the line is Seabaugh to the near side. And Bowling Green giving up back-to-back possessions throughout this early first quarter. Now a steal by Brandon Gamm, and he'll take it up the floor for Bowling Green. Over to the far side, here's Marcus for 3. Far point, it's good.
Trade some threes, are we, tonight?
Beautiful 3 in transition for Marcus Starks. And that pass over the head of C.J. Kurd and out of bounds by the scorer's table, and back to Bowling Green. Another turnover for the Tigers. 9-5. Wellsville leads. Near side, Charlie Bowen with it. Gets it down low for Jackson Charlton, and out of bounds. Off of Charlton and back to Wellsville. Turnovers have been an issue.
Well, we talked about that a little bit, just taking care of the basketball on both sides of the court. Both teams have got to do a better job of that.
The Bowling Green place kicker, Marcus Starks, with a nice kick there out of bounds. Possession will stay with Wellsville-Middletown. They get the ball into Seabaugh in the backcourt now for C.J. Kurd, and that is tipped and taken momentarily by Bowen, then a tie-up. Good job coming back by Keaton Mays not to give up possession so easily, and the arrow favors the Bobcats. 9-5, 4:35 to go, first quarter. Wellsville ahead. Here's Gamm with it across the stripe as the Bobcats settle into offense. Marcus going to take another 3. That one almost void-locked, and the rebound taken by Seabaugh for Wellsville. To the near side for Mays across the line, gives it back to Seabaugh. Free throw line, little give and go, almost a travel. And now with it on the near point is Carson Huff. Huff over to Seabaugh. He takes it to the far point. Now into the corner with the pass. And back up top, back to the corner again. Using this perimeter are the Tigers. Seabaugh gets it to the low blocks. And another tie-up. It's going to stay with Wellsville this time with 3:53 to go in the first quarter.
Tell you what, we've had 2 jump balls here in this first quarter, and I think I've only had 3 total this week.
Is it going to be that type of game? And usually you see those more at the start of the season. Loose balls and whatnot, a lot of scrums. Things get a little more well-oiled as we go along. Good pass across the lane, but a block. And they're going to call a foul on Starks, his second. That looked pretty clean from this angle.
It did from up here.
So Marcus already with 2 fouls. He got up high for that, and it looked like it was all ball. So at the line, and the first shot long for Jacob Mandrell. Heidecker comes back in. Starks with his 2 fouls will come out. And the second shot is no good. Missed them both. And Bowling Green with the rebound. Gamm over to the far side for Heidecker. Up and around the perimeter to Gamm. Lob pass down low off the hand and out of bounds.
Try to get it lobbed in down low to Gunnar Bryant, and unfortunately it's just a little too tall for him.
All the numbers are different than on the roster provided. With it is Carson Huff. Huff hands it to Mandrell. Now back up top for Keaton Mays. Mays tries to spin against Caden Chandler. Gives up his dribble now to the baseline for Mandrell. He had all sorts of room, went too high off the glass, and Gunnar Bryant picks up the loose ball. To Charlie Bowen with the long pass. He goes baseline, kicks it out. From the corner, a three for Heidecker. It's good. And it's a 1-point game at 9-8.
That was really a good look from Charlie to Heidecker over in the far corner, and he just dropped it like it was hot.
Back the other way quickly. Mays off the glass and good. Wellsville back to a 3-point lead. 4 points now for Keaton Mays to the near side. Here's Charlie Bowen as the pace is picking up, but a steal by Percival. Charlie didn't get enough touch on that pass, enough arc on that pass, and an easy takeaway for Wellsville. With it is Mays. Hands it to Huff as they run a little weave here on the perimeter, and then a three at the end of it for Seaball. And the lead extended once more, 14-8.
Charlie Bowen wanted a three, and they bounced that one off the ref, even though he was standing out of bounds.
His belly was in bounds, and here's Bowling Green with it again, Charlie Bowen. Bounce pass. Turnaround shot off the glass. Good hook that time for Caden Chandler. His first 2 points tonight. Wellsville back the other way, leading 14-10. With it is Mandrell. Now for Mays. Back to Seabaugh as they weave it again. Here's Percival.
I almost feel like you're watching the Clopton Lady Hawks with this weave.
Kick it out, and they're just trying to open up that three ball. Wasn't there that time, so they hand it off to Seabaugh. Percival. Now Mays. He's going to drive all the way to the hoop. The C's parted, and he scores. It's almost like they just are making Bowling Green a little dizzy with that weave right now. 16-10, Bobcats trail. Now a little hand check foul. Going to be whistled against Mandrell. That's his first.
Seth Huber checking in now for Caden Chandler.
A minute 2 to go here in the opening quarter. 16-10, Wellsville-Middletown. Bowen to inbound, gets it baseline. Ball almost stripped away from Gunnar Bryant. Trying to kind of reverse on the wrong side of the hoop and missed by about a foot. Easy board for Wellsville. Now with it is Mays. Couldn't get to the base. Oh, good reverse though, but a double dribble. No wonder he got open so quick. He double dribbled to get there. 44.2 seconds to go in the quarter.
But like you said, it was definitely a nice move there.
Yeah, just a little illegal.
Yeah, I mean, it's only illegal if you get caught.
Exactly. Here's Bowen trying to get to the hoop. Oh, good move midair to get around the defender. Puts it off the glass and good. First points for Charlie Bowen. Back the other way quickly is Huff. He stepped out of bounds. Good close defense that time by Gunnar Bryant. Just knocked him off stride. Not enough for a foul, but enough to knock him out of bounds with 23.1 seconds to go. So Bowling Green trying to get a little closer here. They'll play for the last shot. Here's Heidecker with it. He'll take the three, top of the key. The long on that one. Easy board again for Wellsville. No one dropping down for Bowling Green right now. Down to 7 seconds. Here's Mays, Keaton Mays. Trying to find somebody, down to 2 seconds. Long three at the buzzer. No. Hit the support to nullify any chance of that going down. 16-12, Wellsville-Middletown leads Bowling Green after one quarter. This is the consolation semifinal of the Montgomery County Invitational on Eagle 102.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, and Advanced Physical Therapy.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
I don't know if a weave is going to beat Bowling Green for 4 quarters, but a pretty good job running it in the first for the Wellsville-Middletown Tigers as they lead by 4 after the first 8 minutes.
Well, unfortunately, Bowling Green's going to have to pull some guys out. They can't just keep letting them shoot from behind the arc there, so they're going to have to figure out how to do that without fouling.
And a little bit of a foul issue as Starks already on the bench with 2 fouls. Here's Bowen with it as Bowling Green has the ball. He shoots from the high blocks, and that's an easy 2 points there for Charlie Bowen.
That rolled off his fingers like he could do that all day long.
Well, please.
Yeah.
16-14. They just get it across the line to Mays over to the far side now for Seabaugh. Tries to drop it down low. Ball goes to the floor. Percival is tied up.
And we got another jump ball.
It'll stay with the Tigers this time with 7:34 to play in the half. And Percival came ripping the arm out of that one like he was a little upset. Back up top, here's Mays off the inbound to the near side. Seabaugh. Pass was behind the intended Tiger. Charlie Bowen knocks it away to Heidecker. Now for Gam across the line. To the near point, now Bowen with it. Bowen dribbles back up top. Oh, to the corner. Good
Boy, he fooled us all.
There. Bowen, I don't know where he saw that seam, but now we're going to have a foul on Isaac Seabaugh.
Yeah, Charlie kind of fooled us all. We thought he was going down low, and he skipped it clear across over to the far corner and did so, like you said, seamlessly.
With it is Gam in the backcourt, off the inbound. Minute gone here in the second quarter. Bowen with it. Over to the far point. Here's a 3, top of the key, and missed by 3 foot. But right there was Heidecker for the rebound, and the pass from Gunnar Bryant is taken away by Mays.
Oh,
and he's blocked out of bounds by Charlie Bowen coming back.
Yeah, Charlie put a hand on the ball, and it never left until they were out of bounds.
Back into the ball game with 2 fouls is Marcus Starks, and
also checking in is Nate Crumwitty.
Wellsville with it on the baseline. Seabaugh back up top now. The hole opens and the shot rolls over everything, and we're going to have a foul against the Tigers this time, as getting in there late for the rebound was Carson Huff.
Well, of course, I heard the call already about, well, wasn't he over the back? Well, don't forget you can pick up the latest edition of the Eagle 102 Patriot with the 23 most misunderstood calls in high school basketball.
Off the glass. Here's Bowen. The foul was actually on C.J. Curd the other way. We're tied at 16. So Bowling Green has come back. With it is Mays. Mays gets the ball back from the point. Good ball fake that time. Shot off the glass and good. And back ahead are the Tigers. Mays has 6 points. Starks floats through too hard. Bryant the putback, no. Rebound tipped around again. Here's Bryant again. Good, and a foul. Gunnar Bryant ties it at 18. His first 2 points of the night. And Bowling Green looking for their first lead of the night.
And their first free throw.
A lot of firsts.
Oh, there's a lot.
2 minutes gone here in the second quarter.
Boy, it seems like we've played a lot more than 2 minutes.
And that misses everything. And that is lack of practice there. The free throws will come. Seabaugh with it. Skip pass across the line to Huff. Huff tries to go baseline. That shot over everything. And the rebound last touched by Seth Huber. He was lobbying that he got knocked first. But it's going to stay with the Tigers with 5:46 to play in the second. He's still lobbying. And that.
Nope, we're going to have a
Foul before the inbound. Interesting.
Going against Starks. It'll be his third.
He tries to explain what he did versus what the referee saw. And Coach Craig Smith says no, gets to the bench, and off the inbound, Seabaugh scores. So Bowling Green still has not had a lead in this game. Crumwitty gets it down to Gunnar Bryant off the glass and good. All sorts of space opened up for the big man there. And Gunnar has 4 points. We're tied at 20. Nearly 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter. And Charlie Bowen knocks it away again, and it's last touch by Wellsville out of bounds. He's just so good defensively.
Yeah, he is. There's a reason why he was the Defensive Player of the Year.
That's a very middle linebacker play that he just made. Here's Heidecker in the corner. He's hit from there, but not with two sets of hands in his face, so he dribbles out to the point. Gets it off to Charlie Bowen. Bowen around to the near side. Crumwitty has it ripped away, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Seabaugh.
And Bowling Green's got to take care of that basketball.
So Bowen will inbound on the near side with 4:55 to play in the second quarter. With it is Huber to Bowen. Bowen dribbles out to the near point. I guess it to Bryant to Heidecker. He's going to try the three again, offline this time, and the rebound taken by Isaac Seabaugh. He'll take it up the floor himself. Little stutter step to get around Gunnar Bryant. They work it around in that weave again. Marshall now for Percival. Back to Seabaugh. Took two big steps, and we're going to have the charge. Good job drawing the charge that time from Nate. And Seabaugh charged with his third personal. Excuse me, yeah, second. 6-team foul. 4:27 to go.
You know, I think players, I was watching some things take place on the court. Some of these players forget that they have to wait till they're actually waved in by the official before they can come onto the court. I saw that a lot last night with the girls' game, too.
Heidecker. And a timeout taken by Bowling Green with 4:13 to go in the second quarter. It's 23-20.
It's a 30-second timeout.
4:13 to go from the Montgomery County Invitational on Eagle 102.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Penrod Realty, Craig Bowen CPA, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
20-20 our score. They inadvertently put a 3 on the board here before that timeout here in the gym, and Bowling Green has it to the basket, and they have their first lead of the night. Twellman with his first two, and it's 22-20 in favor of the Bobcats. Wellsville under pressure in the backcourt, almost thrown away. Mays went up and got it, now comes across the line to the far side for Huff. Huff holds it high, trying to direct traffic. Gets past one man to the high blocks, now dumps it off for Keaton Marshall. Marshall from the baseline misses everything, and Gunnar Bryant is fouled after he picked up the board. 3:35 to play here in the second quarter from the Montgomery County Invitational. Bobcats will be shooting a 1-and-1 here with Gunnar Bryant, who missed badly earlier on his only attempt from the line.
And it looks like we've got Jackson Charlton and Caden Chandler checking back in.
And I guess that Chandler will be coming in for Gunnar Bryant. Shot long, so he'll stay in the game for now. Rebound Charlton, and he has the ball stripped away. Seabaugh passes to the wrong side of Huff, and he almost traveled. Now dribbles back between the circles. Crossover to the high blocks, now near side for Seabaugh. He goes baseline, floating through the air, offline, and the rebound picked up by the Bobcats. Here's Heinecker with it. Heinecker, off balance shot, no good. Almost tipped back in by Wellsville. Lucky there. And here comes Huff back the other way for the Tigers. To Seabaugh. Seabaugh gives it to Marshall. Now driving the lane off the glass too hard is Mays, and Bowling Green with another rebound. 2:48 to play in the half. Here's Heinecker near side for three. That one's good. Bobcats up by 5.
He'll take a 3 in each quarter.
So Bowling Green not only ahead now, but up by 5 with 2:30 to go in the second quarter. Back the other way, Wellsville, their shooting has kind of gone cold. Percival down low, shot off the glass, and a foul. That'll get him back into it. As Mays hits the bucket and will head to the line. The foul is the second on Jackson Charlton. And finally, Gunnar Bryant able to get a breather. He's replaced by Caden Chandler. 2:22 to go, and it's a 3-point play. And Mays now 1 of 2 shooting free throws. Back quickly, Charlie Bowen had it stolen, stole it back, and gets it to Charlton. Charlton trying to find some sort of path to the basket. His shot was short, rebound tips to the near side, and Bowen picks it up. I think Seabaugh wanted to go after it. Then he saw Charlie Bowen, big shoulder, standing in his way and backed off, but Charlie ended up throwing it away. And Mays with it now for Wellsville, and a foul on the floor called against the Bobcats. And that one gonna go against Caden Chandler, his first. And that's the 17th foul, so it'll be a 1-and-1 for Keaton Mays. 1 of 2 so far. That one misses badly. Charlie Bowen the rebound. And here come the Bobcats, and just too far ahead of Brandon Gamm, out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to the Tigers with 1:48 to go, trailing by 2. Little catch in the backcourt. Now they get it to Mandrell. Mandrell dumps it off, gets the ball back, and the rebound, or the ball just taken away by Charlie Bowen. That's a lot of strength right there, but he throws another bad pass. He's got to slow down it in transition. And the pass through the hands of Percival.
I think both teams could almost use a timeout here to reset their teams. A sub will do. Everybody needs to just calm down.
Yeah, this game going a little too fast for Charlie Bowen right now, at least offensively. Here comes Gamm across the line. 1:20 to play in the half. Charlton over to the far side for Charlie Bowen. Bowen gives it now for Caden Chandler. Chandler finds his way to the hoop and scores. His second basket tonight, 4 points. Get it to Percival. He almost traveled, ends up putting it in. So we're just trading points back and forth right now. First to go down from the field for Percival. He's got 4. Here's the 3, top of the key. That's good. Oh my goodness, Jackson Charlton. His first points of the night. We're down to 44 seconds to go. 30-25 Bowling Green. And here's Seabaugh with it. Skips it near side. Huff passed up the 3, goes to the baseline, tried to get it to Percival, knocked away by Gamm. Back to Mays, get it down low. Boy, they're giving up easy points down low, trying to get this 3. Here it comes from the corner, off the mark, but Seabaugh gets the rebound. Seabaugh trying to find someone, gets Percival in the near corner, gets it back now, down to 17 seconds. Looks like they're going to set up for the last shot. Mays with it, Mays. To Huff. Ball gets away, kicked a little bit by Alsup, and taken away. Down to 5 seconds. Here's Bowen, one-on-one to the hoop. No! Bowling Green gets the rebound, no. And the last shot was too late partially blocked anyway. They could have called a foul there as time expired. 30-25. The three officials are going to talk about if there was a foul or not. Doesn't matter if it was after the horn, right?
As long as he was in the process of making the shot.
Wellsville is gone. They're going to the locker room.
Well, they don't have to be out here for the shot.
And they are going to say no foul.
All right, well.
30-25, our score. Bowling Green leading after 2 quarters over the Wellsville-Middletown Tigers here in the men's consolation semi from the Montgomery County Invitational on KJFM.
Montgomery County Tournament coverage brought to you by West End Financial Services and Knight Equipment Company.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
2 quarters in the books here at Montgomery County Middle School. We're in the middle school gym. This is the Montgomery County Invitational, and Bowling Green a much better second quarter to come back and take the lead over Wellsville by 5 heading to the break. Still a little bit sloppy, but things when they're clicking are very pretty for Bowling Green.
They are, and I tell you what, really it's the same thing we talked about with the girls too. A lot of times they're turning on these jets, and I think they're forgotten that they're not going down a football field.
Yeah.
You don't have to go quite as fast, quite as hard to get there. I mean, you obviously want to get there, but you have to learn to pull on those brakes a little quicker, and maybe move a little bit slower to a degree when we start throwing some passes and stuff away. But
it's just,
it's a different type of game.
You're used to each play lasting about 6 seconds.
Yep.
And start and stop. Now you got this game that has so much potential for flow and fun and fast-paced action, and it's like Chris Farley with the biscuit. You got your new toy and you just want to love it. But
well, and when we talked to Coach Craig Smith in the preseason coaches spotlight, he talked about wanting to be a team that gets up and down the court so quickly. So they're really doing a really good job with that. The problem is they haven't had time to develop that rhythm yet that those teams need to develop because of their successful football season and not being able to get the practices in. So I think as we continue to move through the season, we're going to see the same pace, but it's going to look a lot prettier.
30-25, our score through 2 quarters. The Bobcats, who trailed after one, 16-12, come back and take a 5-point lead over the Wellsville-Middletown Tigers here in this consolation semifinal. Back with first half scoring numbers after this as we continue the Eagle 102 halftime report.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Ann Lane Boutique, Lynn's Heritage House, and Royal Banks.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
At the half, it's the Bowling Green Bobcats leading the Wellsville-Middletown Tigers 30-25. Mark Fronick, Marianne Everhart back in the middle school gym. Over in the high school gym, the first game over there is 22-12 at the half. Who's the home team over there? Mexico is the home team in that ball game. So they're leading in the second quarter about midway through.
Okay, are they the home team? Because they're playing Montgomery County, aren't they?
They're wearing their home uniforms.
Yeah, but sometimes they mess with us.
Well, I think the 1 seed is leading right now.
I think you're right, but I was just looking down there. But occasionally some of the schools mess with us, and they want their name under their score under their name, so could be a little confusing there. So we assume.
Yeah, that Mexico's up by 10, but not positive at this point. Maybe I'll kick up the volume from over there and see if they got something that can clue me in a little bit as far as the scoreboard. 30-25, we're sure of the score here.
Absolutely.
As Bowling Green came from a 16-12 deficit after 1 quarter to take a 5-point lead. And for the Wellsville-Middletown Tigers, they've got 3 points from C.J. Kurd in the first half, 4 for Logan Percival, and 4 for Carson Huff. 5 points for Isaac Seabaugh and 9 points for Keaton Mays. He's kind of been the catalyst for their offense so far in this ball game. For the Bowling Green Bobcats, 2 points for Brandon Gamm, 2 points for Adam Twellman, 3 points for Marcus Starch, 3 points for Jackson Charlton, 4 for Caden Chandler, 4 for Gunnar Bryant, 6 points Charlie Bowen, and 6 points for Braden Heidecker. He's gotten a 3 from both sides of the floor to get his 6 points in this ball game. 30-25. Our score through 2 quarters. And any changes, other than cleaning up mistakes, any changes for Bowling Green?
Well, I like to watch the 3-point shots go down just as much as anybody else, but would like to see them work on getting that ball down low a little bit more. They seem to be struggling down there, and I watched them the other night, and I know they can get it in there. Gunnar Bryant has a really nice reverse hook that we saw him as he runs along the baseline. Like to see getting in there, but, Wellsville's been physical underneath the basket, so if they do, they have to be prepared for, some fouls and whatnot. So we'd just like to see that personally.
I think they've done a pretty good job getting second chance opportunities in the paint. It's just that finish hasn't quite been there as of yet for Bowling Green, and that we didn't see nearly as much in the last 4 minutes of the first half as we did around the change between the first and second quarter. So I think Bowling Green made the adjustment, and Wellsville has had to switch off of that. 30-25, our score through 2 quarters. We'll take a minute break, come back with second half action after this on Eagle 102.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Hayden's Motorsports Center, Beinhoff Funeral Homes, and Young Enterprises.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer. Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at lynnsheritage.com.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Second half set to begin. Bowling Green up 30-25, and the Bobcats will have the ball to start quarter number 3 against Wellsville. And down below us to inbound is Adam Twellman. And he'll go into the backcourt with it for Brandon Gamm. Gamm takes it across the timeline as Bowling Green sets the offense. Charlton to the near side, back for Twellman. Twellman to the baseline, and he's fouled. And we'll shoot a couple of free throws to start the second half.
Well, I think that's kind of what I was just talking about, taking it to the hoop down low, and I'd like to see it, the way it opens up there.
Percival with his first foul. And the first shot, nice flat and through the hoop for Adam Twellman. He's got 3 points tonight. One more opportunity, 10 seconds into the second half, and he hit them both. So biggest lead of the night, it's 7 now for the Bobcats. Trouble in the backcourt. Still back there. Seabaugh finally gets it to the Kurd to get across the line. To Mays. Keaton Mays over to the far side now for Kurd. Kurd drops it down to the baseline, now gets it back. And he surveys the scene, finally starts his dribble. Gives it off for Seabaugh. Seabaugh now for Huff. Huff to Mays. Mays crosses the free throw line, now skips it to the far side, gets it back. And almost taken away from behind, but knocked right to C.J. Kurd.
And they're going to say it was kicked. So
we can deal with that.
Yep.
With 7:14 to go in the third quarter. Bobcats up by 7. Wellsville trying to find a way to get it in, and it comes all the way out to Seabaugh through a couple of hands, and he passes to the circle for C.J. Kurd. Kurd over to Mays on the far point, dribbles to the center of the floor. Now for C.J. Kurd as they start that weave again. And finally an offensive foul called against the Tigers. Got a little physical with that pick. Minute gone here in the third quarter, and that's the second foul on Carson Huff. Gamm to Charlton now for Twellman. Back up top for Chandler. Chandler gives it off to Gamm. Back to Chandler, try to spin move, ball is knocked away, and he saves it. Back to Heidecker in the corner, and he drains another for 3.
Another one.
10-point lead for the Bobcats. Third 3 of the night for Braden Heidecker. Minute and a half gone in the third. Bobcats starting to open things up. With it is Seabaugh for Huff. Huff on the weave to Kurd. Kurd gives it to Mays. They'll stop and start. Gets to the hoop. Shot off the glass is good. Good work there for Keaton Mays. He's got it to 11 points. Long pass into the front court for Twellman. Taken from Charlton from behind by Seabaugh, and he takes it up the floor and scores. That's a quick way to get back into the ball game. 7 points now for Isaac Seabaugh. Here's Gamm with it. You gotta take care of the basketball. Here's Gamm floating from the high blocks and scores. First bucket for a while for Brandon Gamm. He's got 4 points. Knocked away from Wellsville. They'll keep possession as the ball goes out of bounds. And into the ball game for the first time in the half is Marcus Starks, playing with 3 fouls. I don't know. I would have waited until about 2.5, 3 minutes left.
Yeah, you're doing pretty well right now. Plus, you know, he kind of tweaked that knee again the other night, so give him some rest.
Here's Twellman off a steal off the glass and good. Adam Twellman has 6 points. Bobcat lead back up to 10, and out of bounds. No, a timeout taken by Wellsville as Coach Steve Lassman wants to talk about things. With 5:25 to go in the third quarter, it's the Bobcats 39 and the Tigers 29. Full timeout coming on Eagle 102.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Craig's Truck and Tractor, and Elisha Koenig, owner of Remax Realty Shop.
If it's time to ride or time to work, it's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. There isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than those at Hayden's. If you need help at work or at play, let Hayden's Motorsports Center be your one-stop shop for the most fun and hard-working power sports equipment in the area. They're always ready to help. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
Brown's Smokehouse Meats and Silex can help with all your meat processing, retail, wholesale, and custom butchering. Brown's Smokehouse Meats invite you to stop by their retail location in Troy at 185 East Cherry Street. For all your smokehouse meats, deer processing, and homemade sausage, be sure to visit Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Silex, in Troy. The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Bobcats lead by 10, and a turnover off the timeout by Wellsville, as stepping out of bounds on the far side was Carson Huff. That's got to frustrate Coach Steve Lassman. Here's a three for Twellman. And while the ball was in the air, a foul's going to be whistled against the Bobcats.
It's going to go against Caden Chandler, but they were surrounding him, so I couldn't exactly see what it was.
That'll be his second foul. The basket was no good, by the way. The shot was no good. And here's Curd with it in the backcourt, and we've got another foul, and that's going to be on number 4 on the Marcus. And the junior has to start learning. He can't continue to get in foul trouble like this. I mean, this is year 3 of that issue.
Yeah.
And we've never seen this crew before. Here comes Bowling Green off a steal. It's a Heidecker on the baseline, gets it to Charlton. His shot good, and a foul. Jackson Charlton extends the biggest lead of the night for the Bobcats to 12. Could make it 13 here from the line.
Starks out and Gam returns.
Foul is the third on Carson Huff. .445 to play in the quarter. The free throw, good. 3-point play for Charlton. And the lead up to 13. More pressure in the backcourt. They get it across the line. Here's Mays with it. Mays drops it down to Percival off the glass, and a foul. Shot no good. But free throws forthcoming for the Tigers. There's 4:32 to play in the third quarter, and that's the third foul on Jackson Charlton. Both teams with 3 fouls here in the first 4 minutes of the second half. And Percival's free throw is good. He's got one more. Cuts that deficit to 12. Second shot, no good. Heidecker, long arms for a rebound. And here comes Gam up the floor. To Twellman. Twellman to the hoop. Reverse layup is good. Adam Twellman, 6 points in the half, 8 in the game. And now we're going to have a travel called. Ooh. Thought they were going to call the light contact. Instead, they call the travel against Curd. Turnover gives it back to the Bobcats.
Seth Huber, Gunnar Bryant, and Charlie Bowen checking in.
Trying to keep this group fresh. You can see with the amount of bandaging, they're still a little beat up after football season.
Oh, yeah, they are.
So trying to keep them as fresh as possible, and that's knocked out of bounds by Percival. It'll stay with Bowling Green. .44-30, the Bobcats lead. Lob pass in for Gunnar Bryant. Works underneath the defender and up to the hoop for a basket. Gunnar Bryant has 6. More pressure from Bowling Green. They break it this time with Huff. Huff gets it to Mays. Mays down low, good, and a foul. Keaton Mays, 13 points, chance to make it 14 from the free throw line. The foul on Charlie Bowen is first. That one high arcing, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Seth Huber. Off to Gam over the far side, Charlie Bowen. Bowen cut off from the baseline, so he'll reverse course, go back to the far point. Loses it between his legs. Trouble. And taken away by Mays. Had to save it, and Gam picks it up. To Twellman off the glass. Good, and a foul. Oh, they're going to call a charge. Wow. I don't know how you can charge when you're going sideways up in the air to the basket, but a good sales job there by the Tigers. And a timeout taken. 3:33 to play in the third quarter. 46-32, Bowling Green leads. It's a full timeout on KJFM.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Orff Construction Company, County Market in Vandalia, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
From our roots in St. Louis, Royal Banks of Missouri is branching out to continue serving you with our locations in St. Charles, Jerseyville, Granite City, and now in Hannibal, Center, and New London. Royal Banks of Missouri, the community bank in your community.
Buying a home can be scary, but not with RE/MAX Realty. Whether you're looking to sell or to buy a home, commercial property, investment property, or land in Pike County and the surrounding area, the RE/MAX Realty Shop is here to help. When you or someone you know wants a passionate advocate to share the home buying experience with, call me. We will both be glad you did. I'm Elisha Koenig, RE/MAX agent.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
46-32, Bowling Green leads. Tolman picked up his first personal on the phantom charge. They get it into C.J. Curd. Curd in the backcourt to Seaball. Seaball back to Curd, and he's across the line. Mays now with it. Drives the lane. He traveled first, but they're going to call blocking foul on.
Well, while we all scratch our heads and figure that out, want to pass along in Louisiana. The Van Far girls lead the Louisiana Bulldogs 36-25 at the half.
46-32 here. Bowling Green leads. Foul was the first on Seth Huber. Curd gets it off to Mays. Mays almost carried the ball. Now gives it off to Seabaugh between the circles. He works against Twellman, kicks it back to Mays. Mays in front of the free throw line to the near side now for Curd. He walked a little bit.
Yeah, I've seen lots of traveling this evening.
There's Seabaugh. They get down to the hoop, lay it up over the rim and in. Keaton Mays for Wellsville. Make it 46-34. Here's Bowen from the free throw line. His jumper's no good. 2 Wellsville Tigers there, and Percival grabs the rebound. Here comes Seabaugh off the floor with 2:40 to go in the third quarter. He works past Gam, up to Mays, and he backs up. Working against Gunnar Bryant. Eyes of Bryant focused on that basketball. Now they go back to Seabaugh. He works against Gam. Gam back to Mays. He'll hand it to Seabaugh again. Not a whole bunch of room right now. That shot kind of wild. Stripped, though, from behind after the rebound, and a foul against the Bobcats, and then a little bit of a shoulder there from Huff.
Well, they're going to call it on Twellman. I was kind of curious if they're going to hit that on Twellman or if they're going to hit it on Hubers. They both went up swatting.
Second foul here in the last couple minutes for Adam Twellman. .2:13 to play. Trying to listen to some of the conversation between the officials here. That one goes off the glass for a free throw for Huff.
He's banked that one in.
He's got 5 points. And he could make it a 10-point deficit if he hits his second one. Bowling Green lead is still 11, and the ball batted around, and finally coming up with it is Seth Huber, but it's taken back by the Tigers. Shot no good. Bowen going to pick up a personal.
Huh.
That one a little more legit, but to the line goes Carson Huff. Again, they're just trying to go too fast, as that one's good, and it's a 10-point game. Even on the defensive end, they're trying to go too fast. Just bring it down, secure the ball, clear out, and then find an option, and we're going to have that one waved off on a lane violation.
So let's try this again.
With it in the backcourt. See, just a little sloppy. Gam across the line to Twellman, and he traveled. I guess if you're going to travel, have your feet together and just tippy-toe a little bit. That's what Wellsville's been doing, getting away with it.
No kidding there.
With it is Mays. Off the near point, back up top now for Huff. Huff works it down low. Percival off the glass and good. Logan Percival has 7 points, and it's an 8-point game. Here's Bowen with it. Bobcats need some points on this possession. Bowen from the middle of the lane puts it up and in. Charlie Bowen has 8 points. Here comes Seabaugh. Drops it down. Shot off the glass. No good. Way too high by Percival. And now Gam in a lick of trouble in the backcourt. Gets it to Twellman. Now down low for Huber. Huber goes off the glass. No good. Rebound fought for. Gunnar Bryant comes away with it. His turnaround shot is good. Lead back to 12.
Such athletic ability down there with Bryant.
8 points now for Gunnar. And we're down to a minute left in the third quarter. 50-38 Bowling Green. Here's Isaac Seabaugh with it. Drops it down to Logan Percival. Percival gets it to Mays. His shot off the glass won't stick to the rim. Rebound batted around, and Charlie Bowen comes away with it. Here's Bowen. A couple of shoulder shakes, and he's all the way up the floor. Reverses course, has it knocked away, hands it off to Twellman, and we've got a timeout taken by Bowling Green as Charlie Bowen was just a little bit out of control. 37.8 seconds to go in the third quarter. Timeout Bowling Green, 50-38. They lead Wellsville-Middletown. It's a full timeout on KJFM.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Sun Window Company, Clint Bowen Construction, and Northeast Title Company.
At Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair in Vandalia, they say it's better to prevent a breakdown than having to pay for one. Preventative maintenance is key, but if your machinery should break down, Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair is there to serve you in the shop, on the farm, or roadside. See Craig's for semi-truck and trailer repair, oil changes, overhauls, and much more. Farm planting season to harvest season and beyond, Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair can help keep all your equipment and big rigs rolling. Call in or stop in today. Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair, Highway 54 east of Vandalia.
Orff Construction in Bowling Green has been Pike County's residential and commercial water and sewer excavator contractor for over 54 years. Orff Construction is family-owned and operated and state-approved as septic installers in Pike, Lincoln, Rawls, Drain, Warren, and St. Charles counties. Orff Construction can also handle your directional boring needs. Contact Les today for your free estimate, 573-324-3552, weekdays. Orff Construction, Highway 161, just outside Bowling Green. Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Off the timeout, Bowling Green lost control, almost gave it away, tipped it around for a while, picked it up. Finally, Gunnar Bryant went up for a shot, didn't make it, but was fouled, and the first free throw barely grazes the twine under the hoop. He's had a little trouble tonight shooting the free throw. Oh, for his first three. That one in and out, no good. Percival the rebound for Wellsville-Middletown. With it in the backcourt is Keaton Mays. Down to 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. Wellsville has it with C.J. Curd. Curd gives it to Seabaugh. Now back to Curd. Bounce pass for Mays. Mays works it through the lane, and all he had to do was go up. There was 4 Bobcats there. One of them was going to hit him.
And that's the 4th foul on Caden Chandler.
Well, we've got him for 3.
Yeah, they changed it. I was like, well, okay.
I think they added to Huff on the other side's foul total at first. 50-39 as he hit the first free throw.
Jackson Charlton subbed in for Chandler.
And the second shot is good as well. So all of a sudden Mays is shooting free throw as well. And the ball almost taken away. Down to 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Here come the Bobcats. Will they get it before the buzzer? Shot no good. 6 seconds left. That one rolls in. That's Adam Twellman with 2 more. And that's the end of the third quarter with the Bobcats leading Wellsville 52-40 as we head to the fourth on KJFM.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, PJ's Salon, and Center Locker Service.
You simply can't buy a better replacement window than one from Sun Window Company. Energy-efficient windows and doors with a lifetime warranty on both the window and installation. Sun Window Company, family-owned and operated since 1989, offers low factory direct prices on high-quality vinyl windows, custom designed to fit perfectly and built to last. See how much you can save. Call Sun Windows, 573-549-2080 for details and a free estimate. Sun Window Company, Highway 161 in Middletown.
Hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence are foundations of a successful sports program. The team at Clint Bowen Construction recognizes character and the mentality of local athletes as the pillars of our community. Best of luck to area sports teams this season from the team at Clint Bowen Construction in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
52-40, our score. Bowling Green leading Wellsville-Middletown as we go to the fourth quarter. Winner will play in the Consolation Championship tomorrow night, and the loser will play in the 7th place game tomorrow as well. So one more game for both these teams. Win, lose. Well, not draw though. They'll keep going. They don't play to draws. This isn't soccer. 52-40 our score. Back into the ball game is Marcus Starks. It's knocked out of bounds, and we'll stay with the Tigers. So they had it to start the fourth quarter. We're 16 seconds in. With it is Mays near the stripe, like his shoes.
There's a couple comments about his shoes the other night.
With it is Seabaugh to the near side for Huff. His floater goes over everybody and in. Huff with 2. Here's Starks, and that'll do it. Offensive foul as he extended the arm after the initial contact, and his night is done. 5th foul, and he finishes with 3 points. That is running back mentality.
Yeah, really we're going to have to watch a couple of those over reactions over on the sideline. You get the wrong official, and you're going to end up with a technical.
Exactly.
That as well. So I'm sure we're getting it all together, though.
Yep. And Coach Craig Smith talking to him right now at the end of that Bowling Green bench. It was definitely a foul because of the extended forearm. He doesn't extend. I think the foul goes the other way. Working that weave again. Here's Mays with it. Doesn't have any friends for the weave. Finally finds Huff. Huff gets it to Seabaugh. Middle of the lane. Gives it back to Mays. Mays lost control. How is there no walk there? Ball along the floor, and we're going to call a tie-up. I don't know how it was a jump ball either. Officiating class is in session, and now before the inbound play, Gam going to get an offensive foul.
Hey, and that was as blatant as it comes.
Yeah. (52-42), Bowling Green leads. Tigers with it. Here's Huff to the near side for Seabaugh. Drops it down to Percival. Gets a little room, can't get the shot to go, and the ball stripped away by Twellman for Bowling Green. Ahead they go, and off the hand of Jackson Charlton out of bounds. And again, just going a little too fast. You got to slow that pace down here early in the season. You start mastering things, then you can speed them up. Here's Mays with it. And it's taken away by Heinecker. Here come the Bobcats. He stops mid-blocks, and that shot rattles for a while and finally goes down. Heinecker with his first points from inside the arc tonight. Down to 6 minutes to play in regulation. Bowling Green with a 12-point lead. It's taken away by Gunnar Bryant. Bryant going 1-on-2. And a travel called.
Oh, my goodness.
And a full timeout taken by Wellsville after that whistle. 54-42. Bowling Green leads here in the fourth quarter. 5:55 to go on KJFM.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include CMC Distributing and Manufacturing, McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes, and Calumet of Missouri.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 573-324-3433 and let the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and a taste of Philly.
54-42 our score. Bowling Green leading. It'll be Wellsville ball after the turnover. And it is Mexico leading at Montgomery over in the other gym, 37-30. About 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter over there in the championship semis. I waited long enough for someone to score.
Gotcha.
And the scoreboard to change. 54-42, Wellsville. Seabaugh with it. Gets it to Mays on the inbound. Back to Seabaugh. Back to Mays now. So they just had a couple of little lead bounce passes to get them across the time stripe. 5:45 to go. They drop it into the corner now for Carson Huff. Huff probably had a lane to the basket there, and the Wellsville folks let him know about it. Almost. Now they will call the travel. They almost had one on Curd, and then they call one on Mays. Charlie Bowen back into the ball game for Twellman. Here's Bowen with it, off a long inbound pass from Charlton. He's just going to take it to the hoop. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Chandler, and he's blocked. Off to the races, Huff. Around the defender and in. Carson Huff. He's having himself a ball game. Here's Bowen with it. 3 minutes gone in the fourth. It's a 10-point game. Bowling Green ahead. They need to run a little clock here. Here's Charlton with it. A three from Bowen is offline. Rebound tipped out, but then thrown away. Put that ball in your pocket, Gam. That shot in, out, back in. Mays with two more, and it's an 8-point ball game. 54-46, Bowling Green. Heidecker with it on the far point. Gives it back. Charlton going to try the three. Not much rotation on that one, and all alone was Percival, and then a reach-in foul from behind. Call on Caden Chandler, and that's his fourth.
And we walk to the other end, and we're shooting free throws.
It's just, I don't think they have it in their head to manage the clock right now. Definitely something that's going to be discussed when they do get some practice time in.
Well, that, and when they get a chance to go back and watch some film as well.
54-46, 4:31 to play. And it's Logan Percival at the line, the junior guard, drains the first one. They'll get one more. 54-47 our score. As Wellsville putting together a run. He hit them both. He's 3 of 4 here in the second half from the free throw line. Here's Bowen to the hoop, over everything and in. Charlie Bowen up to 10 points. 4:18 to play. 8-point Bowling Green lead on Wellsville. They work it down to Mays. Mays dribbles out of trouble, gives it off to Huff. Huff to the baseline, and he's called for a charge. That's going to be number 4 on Carson Huff, and he almost got the tech.
The extra foul. And they're saying that's 5 on him.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he was the one that had the 4 earlier, and I thought it was Caden Chandler.
So Huff's night is done. So 2 players have already fouled out. We still have 4:07 to go. They get it into Charlie Bowen. Bowen across the stripe. Keeping it himself. Works against Percival. Now backs up. He wants somebody to set a pick for him. Gets it. Now to Charlton. Charlton, no room there. Finally just leans toward the basket and scores. That's what having a long body like that does for you. Didn't have to take a step. He was about 8 foot out. Turned that into a layup. And a 10-point lead for Bowling Green again. Here's the 3. Seaball off the mark. And they're starting to roll the dice now. And a foul or a tie-up called. Woo. Arrow favors Wellsville as Huber had it, tried to lean through 2 defenders. Instead of calling the foul, they call the tie-up. Now they get it into Seaball, and he's fouled. So Seaball will go to the line for the first time in this game. He's got 7 points. It's either of them, and it's a single-digit Bowling Green lead. We've got Clopton and Hermann coming up next, the second part of our doubleheader. And the first one is good. 58-49. And he rattled that one down to hit them both. And it's an 8-point contest. There's Charlton with it in the backcourt. Gives up his dribble. Has man behind him, Gam, but he goes forward and has it intercepted. Backs up. 3 ball. Near side. Off the mark. And the rebound this time is pulled down by Seth Huber. Huber ahead to Gam. Gam gets it to Charlie Bowen. Bowen used every muscle in his toes that time to avoid the travel. Now the ball goes to the floor in the backcourt, picked up by Wellsville. That should have been a travel, and it's taken away by Gam. Things getting messy, and a timeout taken by Bowling Green. Craig Smith said, we're slowing down, boys. 2:52 to play here in the 4th. It's the Bobcats 58, the Tigers 50 for the Montgomery County Invitational on Eagle 102.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, and Advanced Physical Therapy.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
58-50, our score here at Montgomery County. It's the Bobcats leading the Wellsville Tigers here in the men's consolation semis. The winner will play in the consolation game tomorrow. The loser will play in the 7th place game as they guarantee every team 3 games here at the Montgomery County Invitational. Set the inbound. Seth Huber gets it to Brandon Gam in the backcourt. Gam crosses the line down to 2:47 to play. Bobcats up by 8. Here's Heidecker with it. Gives it back to Huber. Huber over to the far side for Braden Heidecker. Now to the corner for Charlie Bowen. Bowen into a double team. Goes to the floor and taken away by Wellsville. Ahead to Percival, to Mays, back to Percival, and he can't finish. Out of bounds, back to Bowling Green. There were 4 Tigers and 1 Heidecker in the backcourt, and Braden made the best of it. Huber gives it to Gam, now to Braden Heidecker, ahead to Charlie Bowen on the run, he scores.
Nice fast break there.
60-50, Bowen with 12 points. Down to 2:07 to play. Seabaugh gives it to Mays. Mays back to Seabaugh. Seabaugh back to Mays for 3. That one out of his pocket, no good. Rebound picked up by the Tigers, and they'll reset. Here's Mays again, going to drive the lane, and the foul. The shot is good, and a foul going to be called on Huber. Huber he ducked at the last second trying to draw the charge.
Dropped his head a little bit, but
he'll check out after picking up his 2nd personal. And they'll stomp out the sweat on the floor.
Yeah.
Minute 47 to go.
So Caden Chandler and Adam Twellman both return to the game. Going to get a little bit of a breather to Charlie Bowen.
And the first shot is, or the shot is good to make it 60-53. Mays with the three-point play. And here comes the Bobcats. Cross to Twellman from Heidecker, and he scores. Twellman having a nice second half. 10 points in the half, a dozen in the game. Minute 26 to go. 9-point Bowling Green lead. Here's Mays. Drops it down to Percival. Shot good and a foul. Wow. Percival with two more and a chance to make it three.
Gunner's first. No, they're calling out Chandler, and that's 5 for him.
Caden Chandler done for the night. Third player, second Bobcat to foul out of this game.
So Seth Huber comes in for him.
Minute 20 to play. 62-55. Percival at the line. And he can't hit the free throw. Gunnar Bryant, the rebound, gets it over to Heidecker in the backcourt. Hands it back to Gunnar Bryant, now to Twellman. Twellman into the front court for Huber. And he'll slow things down with a pass to Twellman. Twellman to the free throw line. That shot rims out, no good. Mays had the rebound, goes to the floor, picks it up, and scoops it over to Seabaugh. And he's on the run for the Tigers. 1 minute to play. It's a 7-point Bowling Green lead. They get it down to Percival. He can't hit. Tip up, no good. Another shot. That's no good. Percival 0 for 3 on this possession. And finally, Bowling Green comes away with it. And here comes Heidecker. Throws it away. Trying to hit Huber. He couldn't reverse course. And with 44.5 seconds to go in regulation, Bowling Green has a 6-point lead, but
that's not safe.
That's 7-point lead, rather, yep. Not when you're turning over the ball like this, and they avoided a calamity as Percival just couldn't hit from down deep in the key. Here's Seabaugh. Walks into that shot, no good, and the rebound picked up by Gunnar Bryant, and he handed it to Gam, who was fouled immediately by Keaton Mays, and that's just Mays' first, I believe. Second. 30 seconds even on the clock, and you hit these, you win the ball game. Well, there's not in the fouls yet. That was just the 6th team.
Well, man, they're quick over there on the board. Because as soon as it blew, I looked up and it said 6. I'm like, oh, so it was number 7. And obviously it was not.
Yep, so Bowling Green will have it in the backcourt. And if they get it in, they're going to have to foul quickly again. Now they're going to switch off who's going to inbound the ball. Instead of Huber, it's Twellman. But you got to have somebody to pass it to, and now Gam will come out and get it in the backcourt with 29 seconds to go. To Charlie Bowen, they haven't fouled yet. Over to the far side for Gam. They're not fouling. Now it's thrown away, and here comes Mays. 18 seconds to go. He scores. Keaton Mays. Bowen with it, and he's fouled finally by Keaton Marshall. 10.4 seconds to go. 62-57 Bowling Green. At the line, Charlie Bowen. It's a 1-and-1. And the first one is no good. And the rebound pulled down by Keaton Marshall for Wellsville. To the hoop, and another 2 points for Seabaugh. They kind of just let him go to the hoop, and that'll do it. They just ran out of time, 62-59. The team's still on the floor. The other 2 officials left. The game is over. 62-59 our final. Bowling Green hangs on for a win over the Wellsville Tigers. And now they'll shake hands. We'll be back with the postgame show for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
CMC Distributing in Louisiana is the place to turn for steel, culverts, industrial supplies, and central welding supplies. In addition, CMC Distributing offers trailer parts, truck accessories, truck beds, and trailer repairs. At CMC Distributing, they always go the extra mile while working hard to make sure you're satisfied. They do it that way for a simple reason. They appreciate your business. CMC Distributing, Highway 54, west of Louisiana.
Hello, my name is Lisa Blossom Payne. My family owns and operates McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory. We have 3 locations to serve you: Bowling Green, Troy, and Hawk Point. We provide both traditional funerals and cremation services. In addition, we also offer pre-arrangement options that freeze the cost. If you would like further information, please contact McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory at 573-213-5110.
Hi, this is Brock Mitchell, and I am a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat everything from sports injuries to work rehabilitation, arthritis, and post-surgical rehabilitation. This includes spinal care, balance issues, and vestibular treatment. You have a choice when it comes to physical therapy, and we hope you choose Advanced Physical Therapy. Conveniently located across from Bowling Green High School on Business 61. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Our final in this one, 62-59, Bowling Green over Wellsville. Mark Froelich, Marianne Everhart back here post-game, and the Bobcats have a lot of work to do.
Yep,
but they've got a good starting foundation. They can score points in buckets. They just need to find the rhythm to match their style of play.
Yeah, I kind of stopped keeping track of turnovers on both teams because it started to get a little sloppy there, especially in the first half. And they're going to work on those things, especially with some time off next week. And we talked a little bit about, having that week to learn each other again. So it's a completely different game, and it's been a year since a lot of them played it. So we'll see how that goes. So I think that we're going to see a much different Bowling Green Bobcat team by the first of the year.
62-59, our final. We'll take let's go ahead and go through the final scoring numbers. Marianne, can you do that? And I'll go get the starters for our next ball game.
Yep, that'll work just fine. We'll start with the Bowling Green Bobcats, leading them tonight in scoring. Charlie Bowen and Adam Twellman, they each knocked down 12 points apiece. Braden Heidecker had 11 points. 8 points, Jackson Charlton and Gunnar Bryant. Adding 4 points each was Brandon Gamm and Caden Chandler. And then Marcus Starks had 3 on the night. From the free throw line, this evening the Bobcats were 3 for 8, so they didn't visit the free throw line very much. For Wellsville-Middletown, they were held to just 4 players in scoring. They led leading with 26 points was Keaton Mays, followed in there by Isaac Seaball with 14, Logan Percival with 11, and Carson Huff added 8. So that's their 4. But they they went to the free throw line 22 times and made 13 of those. So that is your scoring for this game. So we're going to do a quick reset. We've got the number 7 seed Clopton Hawks taking on the number 3 seed Hermann Bearcats coming up for you next. Again, this one, Bowling Green advances on to the consolation game as they defeat Wellsville-Middletown 62-59. Your Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame shows next here on Eagle 102.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Penrod Realty, Craig Bowen CPA, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Founded in 2000, Sparks Maintenance Contracting out of Bowling Green has since been performing industrial maintenance nationwide and plans to continue growing. Sparks Maintenance Contracting attention to detail and compassion are only some of the many things that separate them from other competitors. Teamwork is the key to success in business and in sports. Best wishes to all the area teams from Sparks Maintenance Contracting, proudly serving America.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, review your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And welcome back to the 2021 Montgomery County Invitational here on Eagle 102. Mark Pronick, Marianne Everhart getting ready for our second game of the night as the Clopton Hawks, the 7th seed in this tournament, take on the number 3 seed Hermann Bearcats. And Coach Jake Woodhouse's crew can't be happy being upset at the hands of the 6th seed in the opening round. So yeah. Clopton going to have their hands full tonight, and they played a lot better in the second half of their opening round game, but the first half they showed a lot of room for growth, a lot of turnovers early in that ball game for the Clopton Hawks.
Well, you and Zach Evans had that game for us here on Eagle 102, and both of you talked about how Coach Francis was hoping his team was going to learn something. I think they probably learned a lot in that game. Let's just see if they can make those adjustments.
Adjustments were made in the second half. They actually outscored their opponent, Fulton Hornets, by 9 in the second half of that ball game. So they did learn some things, and we'll see how that lesson translates here in the second game of this tournament. Clopton 1-1 on the season coming into this ball game against the Hermann Bearcats. We'll take a break, come back with keys to the game after this on KJFM.
Montgomery County Tournament coverage brought to you by West End Financial Services and Knight Equipment Company.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, Infant through Adult Immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Keys to the game for Clopton against Hermann in this consolation semifinal. Marianne, Clopton, like we said right off the bat, has to keep the lessons they learned in that first half of the Fulton game and continue to grow as a team. This is a team, they're young, but they put a lot of work in over the summer, and they should be pretty much on the same page. They come in relatively healthy. They didn't have football as a distraction, so they probably had a little more unofficial time on the floor together coming into this season.
Well, you talked about the work this summer. I believe I heard the rumors maybe that they spent some time in St. Louis playing this summer.
A lot of time in St. Louis.
So it's not like they don't have the experience of teams around them. facing them just yet, but they don't come in completely green.
Yeah, and I think they've got to use those lessons and find a way to get Tyler Kuntz into the ballgame earlier. He had a huge second half against Fulton, and he's their biggest threat from beyond the arc. I know Hermann has probably scouted that, so they've got to find a way to get him open.
Well, TK did a lot of great things for the Hawks last year, and, I felt like we were just seeing the tip of the iceberg with what he had, so be anxious to see how he continues to grow over this season. And I know that the Evans brothers were another one that I heard you all talking a lot about, doing some work inside and out. So we'll see how they advance along as well.
Those are our keys to the game. We'll have starting lineups for you next on KJFM.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Ann Lane Boutique, Lynn's Heritage House, and Royal Banks.
Hi, this is Amy at Community State Bank of Missouri. Did you know we offer health savings accounts? If you have a high deductible health plan, you may qualify for a health savings account. HSAs are designed to help you save your money to help pay your deductible. Talk to your employer about our health savings account and let them know you want to keep your money right here at home. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starting lineups for this men's consolation semifinal game from the Montgomery Tournament. First for the number 3 seed Hermann Bearcats. They're coached by Jake Whithouse. And they'll start number 0, a junior guard, Connor Coffey. Number 5 gets a start, also a junior guard, Reese Remmert. Number 23, a junior guard, Parker Anderson in the starting 5, as well as senior number 24, Seth Hackman, and another senior forward, number 40, Skylar Erickson. So again, for the Bearcats, it is Coffey, Remmert, Anderson, Hackman, and Erickson. For the Clopton Hawks, they're the 7th seed, 1-1 on the season, coached by Tony Francis. They'll start junior guard, number 1, Tyler Kuntz. Number 3 gets a start, also a guard. He's a sophomore, Chase Hall. Number 25, a senior, Logan Dalrymple gets the start tonight, as well as senior forward, number 33, Mason Street, and a sophomore, number 42, Cash Evans. So for Clopton, Kuntz, Hall, Dalrymple, Street, and Cash Evans, the starters for this semifinal ball game.
Well, I noticed that the Clopton Hawks have several past players sitting in here rooting them on tonight. Riley Walker sitting down here.
Hasn't gotten a haircut.
Hasn't gotten a haircut, but he doesn't have to after he got a little bling from his football team over CMU winning their conference. So congratulations to him. Zach Evans, who's sat in with you on Tuesday night, will sit in with us tomorrow night, is here supporting the brothers all the way around.
Did he get a haircut after the opening round? I think he did.
Who's Zach?
Yeah, I think he did.
I don't know. I didn't see him. Only you saw him. We were in different gyms.
Well, yeah, whatever.
Details.
Exactly.
So, anyway, so some great crowd here this evening. So glad to see them all here tonight.
All right, while they introduce the starters here in the gym, we'll take a quick break, come back with the opening tip of our second game of the night. It's the 7th seed Clopton against the 3 seed Hermann. It's coming up next on Eagle 102.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Hayden's Motorsports Center, Beinhoff Funeral Homes, and Young Enterprises.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, and MLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
First look at the Clopton home unis this year. The home whites as they're the lower seed, but the way the bracket fell,
yep.
They're the home team in this ball game. So they're in their home whites. Hermann in their road blues, trimmed in white. Nice, simple, almost like a Duke or a Kentucky type uniform for the Hermann Bearcats. Very nice.
I think 6'7" Erickson might be someone we're going to have to keep an eye on this evening.
Opening tip goes to Hermann, as Mason Street just not big enough to go against the big man for Hermann. With it is Connor Coffey. Coffey over to the far side for Reese Remmert. They work it down low. Shot no good, but we're going to have our first foul of the game.
Cash Evans is going to pick that up as he was trying to get a little block in there, and it didn't quite work out so well for him.
So first foul of the ball game, and to the line goes Seth Hackman. Just 12 seconds in this game, and Hackman sinks the first one. 4-1-0 Hermann lead. They have got a load of size.
Yeah, they do.
He hit them both, and it's 2-0. So Hackman with the first 2 points, and Chase Hall looks even smaller tonight. Street with it. Mason gets it back to the point guard. Now they work it around. Street over the defense. Get it back to Kuntz, but he throws it away. Remmert got it back, and now to Coffey, to Remmert again for 3, and that one rattles down, and it's a 5-0 lead just like that. And a quick timeout called by Coach Tony Francis and the Hawks. 5-0 Hermann on Eagle 102.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Craig's Truck and Tractor, and Elisha Koenig, owner of Remax Realty Shop.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Follow Area High School Sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
They get it into Kuntz after the timeout, and he rolls it home.
Yeah, that was a great press break there by the Hawks. Did a great job of being patient and finding the hole and taking it there, and Kuntz knocked down the first 2.
I think Tracksuit Tony is even a little more intimidating than
Suit Tony?
Yeah. They work it down low off the post and fouled again. Are the Bearcats, and Parker Anderson going to go shoot a pair. Mason Street picks up his first personal. Second foul against the Hawks. They've both been shooting fouls, and they haven't missed a free throw yet. Back to a 4-point lead for Hermann. Second shot is good as well.
Well, it seems like we don't want to put anybody from Hermann on the free throw line tonight.
With it is Kuntz. Off the free throw shots. Gets it to Evans, and he's blocked by the big man, and Skylar Harrison going to pick up a foul, sending Cash Evans to the line.
Evans will get his first trip to the charity stripe.
He wears number 42. And the first free throw a little bit long off the back iron, right back to him. Score stays 7-2 in favor of the Bearcats. Second shot. And Cash can't get that one to fall either. So while Hermann is 4 for 4 from the line, Clopton 0 for their first two. And here's Connor Coffey with it. Drops it back for Seth Hackman. Hackman into the corner for Reese Remmert. Reese works those elbows, gets the ball off to Parker Anderson between the circles. He hands it off on the far side to Seth Hackman. Hackman goes to his dribbles near side. Back to Coffey. Coffey takes it through the lane and trips.
But they're going to call a foul. And something I just saw that I hope we don't see a whole lot of as the season continues is Tyler Kuntz had his back completely to the ball handler. And, it's kind of hard to see the ball if your back's completely to him. So hopefully we get that adjusted as well coming
They're
up.
going to call that the second foul on Cash Evans, and he's going to come out replaced by Kane Evans. Little float urban inbound pass. They get it to Hackman, and he's fouled. We'll shoot another two.
So Dalrymple will pick up his first foul.
And that's already the fourth team foul against the Clopton Hawks. We played a minute 45. And the shot is good. They're 5 for 5 as a team. Hackman 3 for his first three. 6:16 to go, and he hit them both. You can't even jinx him.
Yeah, we tried.
With it in the backcourt, Hall gets it to Evans. Kane back to Chase Hall. Gets a nice pick that time from Mason Street, and he stepped out of bounds.
Chase had a good idea there. It just didn't quite work out for him where his positioning was along that baseline.
Turns it over. Minute 57 into the first quarter. 9-2, Hermann leads. They haven't had to do a whole bunch to get this 7-point lead.
Well, no, since 6 of them have come, or
6 from the free throw line.
6 from the free throw line.
With it is Remmert, and another foul.
And Street's going to pick up his second foul.
Wow.
Could be a long night for the Hawks.
Or a short night for the starters. And quickly off the bench, we saw a lot of Jordan Genuine in the opening round loss. Street takes a seat. 5:50 to play, first quarter, 9-2 Hermann. They'll have to lob it all the way out to Seth Hackman at the point. Gets it far side for Remmert. He'll dribble back to the center circle. As Genuine out to guard against. Pass almost taken by Dalrymple. Got to settle down. He's got that ball in his brain and almost committed a foul, and Parker Anderson goes up and scores. 9-point lead. Long pass and almost a travel by Kuntz. Pass rejected to Kane, right back to Kuntz. He goes off the glass and scores. Tyler Kuntz.
All 4 points from the Hawks tonight have come from TK.
And it's 11-4. Hermann leads. With it is Coffey. Back for Anderson. Parker Anderson holds it high. Now gets it to Reese Remmert. Remmert to the near side. Now they drop it down to the big man, Erickson. He gives it off. Looking this way and that. They go back up top now to the far side for Hackman. Seth says, I don't know where to go with it, so he gives it off to Coffey between the circles. Now Reese Remmert. Drop it down low. Pass rejected by Kane.
Yeah, Kane Evans got his arm in there and kind of knocked it out of bounds. Unfortunately, it's going to stay with Hermann. And, of course, looking at them, every time I see them, first of all, I see on their jerseys over there it says Cats. So I'm thinking Wildcats because we're in Montgomery. Yeah. So they're gonna keep me on my toes tonight. Checking the game now is Jason Hain. Sorry, I always siblings.
Yep. Far side with it off the inbound. Here's Anderson. Parker Anderson works it to the low blocks, now kicks it back for Nick Bruni. They've got the Brunis this time. Reverse layup, no good, but guess what? Seth Hackman's fouled and will head back to the line.
And Kane Evans is going to pick up that foul. Hackman, more free throws.
Yeah, he's 4 for 4. And missed that one. All right.
All right. So
they are human.
And we got the jinx in.
4:20 to play here in the first quarter. Already 6 fouls against the Hawks. And we haven't even played half a quarter. He hit the second one to make it an 8-point game. Clopton almost had it stolen. They do have it stolen. Kuntz trying to steal it back from Bruni. Unable to do so, and here's Coffey in the front court for the Bearcats. Little half hook there. A nice shot for Parker Anderson. And the lead is 10 for Hermann, and there's a problem with the clock.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and run that down to about, 2 minutes.
Well, they didn't start it a hole up and down the floor.
All right, so we have a final from the Vanfar boys and Louisiana boys. No, this has to be the girls.
Yeah.
Score. Vanfar wins a 64, Louisiana 53. So Vanfar girls get the win over Louisiana 64-53.
But it shows Louisiana's growing. They put 50-plus points on the board.
53.
Yeah. It's a good night.
So they did run it down to 3:30. I was kind of joking, but
it was a while. It was at least once up and down, if not more. Here is Hall with it in the backcourt for the Hawks as they continue with full court pressure, and it's off the hand of Tyler Kuntz out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to the Bearcats with 3:23 to go here in the first quarter. A whistle-filled first quarter.
Lauren Loggeman and I had a game like that last night. Oh, hey,
There's
a little travel
bit of
there.
a walk there. He got an extra step, did Anderson, but he scores. He's got 8, and the lead is now 16-4 for Hermann. Timeout on the floor, 3:13 to go in the first quarter. So far, it's all Hermann on Eagle 102.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Orff Construction Company, County Market in Vandalia, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
3:13 to go, first quarter, 16-4 is the Hermann lead over the Clopton Hawks in this 3-7 consolation semifinal. In all sorts of trouble as Genuine gets it ahead to Kane Evans. That shot off the mark for Jason Hain. And Clopton Kuntz comes away with it. Back up top now for Chase Hall. Hall angles to the near side with Bruni draped all over him. He goes all the way around and is blocked from behind. That's just a little guy going up against a big guy there, and Anderson swatted it. 2:48 to play, still Clopton ball. They go to the corner for Kane, now back to Genuine. Genuine gave up his dribble, now skips it to the near side for Jason Hain. Hain back up top for Tyler Kuntz. Kuntz near side for Hall. Chase Hall backs it up. Puts the offense in motion over to the far side for Hain, and he travels.
Yep.
Shuffled those feet. Never put the ball on the ground. And with 2:29 to go, the turnover gives it back to the Bearcats. Up 16-4. Down to 2:25 as they cross the line. Here's Coffey. Ball goes to the floor. Anderson picks it up, gives it to Hackman. They try to get it back into Anderson. He finally does get it. Here's a three from the near side. That's off the mark for Bruni. And finally, Hain comes away with it for the Hawks. He hands it off for Chase Hall. Hall to the near side for Tyler Kuntz into the offensive end. Back to Hain. Now for Hall to Genuine. Works it to Evans. Back to Genuine, trying to find some room on the baseline. He kicks it back to Kane Evans, and he scores. Good passing, good result. Kane Evans, his first 2 points.
First Hawk to score outside of Tyler Kuntz here in this ball game.
With it on the near point is Rain Remmert, and it goes out of bounds as Tyler Kuntz got in the way of that pass.
Logan Dalrymple comes back in for Kane.
And also back in is big Skylar Erickson. 1:37 to play in the first quarter. It's a 10-point Hermann lead. With it is Erickson. Hands it off now for Coffey. And away from the ball, there's an offensive foul on Erickson.
They are.
His second.
Wrap that arm right around, trying to give him a hug.
It'd be nice to get him into foul trouble, and he's going to be taken out.
Yep, just came in, and now he's leaving again.
Replaced by Braden Englert, who's not short by any means and has some zebra stripe shoes on. Can't miss that. Steal after the inbound, and the ball tipped away, and that probably would have been Clopton ball, but Logan Dalrymple went up high and tried to start a fast break. Goes off his hand out of bounds instead. Did we ever give the Mexico-Montgomery final? As that one's floated through and in for two for Rain Remmert, his first 2 of the night.
I don't know whether we did or not.
Mexico down to Montgomery 57-43, so Mexico will play in the championship game while the Montgomery County Wildcats will play for 3rd place here at their home tournament. New Haven and Fulton in the second championship semifinal just getting underway. That shot no good, and the rebound pulled down by Anderson for the Bearcats. He gets it to Coffey on the near side. He's going to slow things up here with 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Get it to Anderson, and he traveled. Yeah, there was a lot of lean as he got that pass. Gives it back to the Hawks, who see if they play for the final shot. And going to the locker room is Kane Evans. It looked like he had a nosebleed. So we'll see if he comes out with the same number when he returns. With it is Chase Hall, having trouble in the backcourt, gets it ahead to Genuine. Jordan down to 21 seconds, works into the corner, and we've got a foul before the pass. I think it's going to be on Hackman. Nope, they gave it to Rain Remmert. That's an easy one to say. Rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it?
It does.
Here's Hall with it, over to the far side, down to 16 seconds to go in the quarter. For Hain, now for Hall to Kuntz. Kuntz kicked the ball, got it a little close to his knee, and here we go back the other way, down to 3 seconds. Well, they get the shot off to the hoop, and it's stripped from behind, and that'll do it for the first quarter. And Connor Coffey says, where was the contact there, Stripes? And the referee says, what, between you and the ground? That's not a foul. 18-6 after the opening 8 minutes. Clopton trailing Hermann in this consolation semifinal from the Montgomery County Invitational on Eagle 102.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Sun Window Company, Clint Bowen Construction, and Northeast Title Company.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
18-6, the Bearcats lead the Hawks after 1 quarter. Mark Fronick, Marianne Everhart here in the middle school gym. Men's consolation semis from this Montgomery County Invitational. Championship, consolation night is tomorrow night, so we'll see more of the Hawks and the Bowling Green Bobcats in action tomorrow. With it on the near side is Chase Hall to start the quarter for Clopton. To Genowine, and he has it knocked away by Rain Remmert. And it's raining turnovers right now for Clopton. 20 seconds gone here in the second. With it is Seth Hackman. Hackman over to the far side for Parker Anderson. Anderson reverses course, goes with a little scooper off the glass for two. 20-6. Back is Kuntz on the offensive end for the Hawks. Here's a three near side off the glass and good for Chase Hall. Banks open. 20-9 as Hall has his first 3 points of the night. Here's Herman. Angling near side is Connor Coffey. Lobs it down low for Seth Hackman. Hackman makes a little room and scores. 22-9 in favor of the Bearcats. Here's Hall to the near side. Hayne thought about three. Yeah. How about Chase Hall again? Off the glass, no good. And the rebound, and just got a little too committed there, did Logan Dalrymple, and draped himself over the back. Gave him a little hug there. And we're going to be shooting free throws at the other end after that foul. 6:43 to play in the second quarter, and already into the bonus of the Bearcats. They're one away from the bonus with 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Surprised we just got there. And the first shot is good to earn the second for Rain Remmert. 23-9, Herman leads. And we're hoping for a better start tonight out of the Hawks than we saw against Fulton. But it's just not quite there yet. With it is Rain Remmert. Near the center circle, draped on by Jordan Genowine. And with it is Englert. Now to the baseline. That little finger roll's no good for Reese Remmert. Clopton comes away with it. Here's Tyler Kuntz. Gets it off to Jordan Genowine. Genowine over to the far side, Chase Hall. Hall into the corner for Dalrymple. Dalrymple back up top, and it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch was by Parker Anderson for Herman. So it'll stay with the Hawks. 2 minutes gone into this second quarter, and back in the ball game comes Kane Evans. He got that nose back under control. Here's Dalrymple. Little lob for Kane. He goes high off the glass for two. Kane Evans has 4 points. It's 23-11, Herman. Bounce pass for Seth Hackman. Hackman between the circles at the top of the key. Finally, he'll hand it off to Reese Remmert. Remmert, guarded by Genowine, goes to the floor. That's a travel. He slid 2 feet with the ball. To the near side. Here's Englert from the baseline. He scores. First points for Braden Englert. With it is Kuntz. Now for Chase Hall. Over to the far side. Dalrymple back up for Genowine. Genowine top of the key, back to Dalrymple. Lob pass. Try to get it to Kane. It's saved by Genowine, and we're going to have a foul whistled against Reese Remmert. So both Remmerts with a foul. .454 to go in the half. 25-11 is the Hermann Bearcat lead. They get it in to Kuntz. He'll try the three for the first time. It's offline, and the rebound pulled down by Parker Anderson for the Bearcats. Looks like they're slowing down a little bit. Connor Coffey with it across the stripe deliberately. Over to the far side now for Nick Bruni. Bruni tried to go low. Instead, he goes up high to Anderson. Anderson drives lane, and an offensive foul called. Whistled for the charge is Parker Anderson, his first. That gives it back to the Hawks with 4:32 to go in the half. 25-11. Clopton trails. See if they can put a couple of baskets back-to-back here and make this first half look respectable. Here's Kuntz. He's going to drive all the way to the hoop. High off the glass. That's goaltending. There's 2 points on the board for Clopton. Put them in Tyler Kuntz's column. On the goaltending, he slapped that backboard and made the whole thing move 4 or 5 inches. So Kuntz gets the hoop. And here comes Hermann with the ball. Over to the far side is Reese Remmert. Back up top now for Nick Bruni. Bruni to the near side for Reese Remmert, and his three is offline. There for the rebound, though, was Seth Hackman, and they'll reset. Here's Bruni driving the lane, dishes off for Seth Hackman, who scores. 27-13. Down to 3:50 to go, and high pass. Kuntz picked it up and was fouled from behind by Reese Remmert. Is that the way they went with it, or they go with Bruni? Looks like they went with Bruni.
Yep.
His first. And Kuntz to inbound. Gets it to Chase Hall. Hall angles near side, now reverses. Back to Kuntz on the far side. Gets it to Kane Evans. Evans back to Kuntz. Trying to get it to Kane again, and he finally does, despite the big swat from Skylar Erickson. And that shot good and a foul. Tyler Kuntz on the drive, puts it home. Makes it 27-15. Chance to make it 16 from the line with 3:32 to go in the second quarter. Foul goes on Connor Coffey.
And he sinks that free throw.
So an 11-point game. Just over halfway through the second quarter. Near side, Reese Remmert works against Jordan Genuine. Over to the far side all day to shoot that three, but it missed by 2 foot and off the top of the head of Reese Remmert, out of bounds back to Clopton. Hawks need somebody to inbound the ball as they pulled the pressure off a little bit. All they have is Anderson in the backcourt right now. They get it to Kane Evans, still in the backcourt. Back to Chase Hall to Evans again. He'll cross the line with 3:05 to play. Gets it to Hain. Facing back up and around to the far side for Tyler Kuntz. Kuntz had it swatted to the ground, and now we're going to have a tie-up with 2:52 to play in the second quarter. Who's the arrow favor? The Bearcats.
Bearcats.
They've had a lot more trouble here with Clopton in this second quarter. I like that the Hawks have been able to make that adjustment a little earlier than they did against Fulton. 27-16, they still trail. But I think they're alive in this ball game.
Yeah, they're making some improvements. They've worked really hard down there. And
there's a few steps to the basket for Erickson. And he gets 2 points. 2:27 to play in the half. Back to a 13-point lead. Hain gets it to Genuine. His little floater through the lane is good. Jordan Genuine with his first 2 of the night. Makes it 29-18 in favor of the Bearcats. Down to 2:10 to play in the first half. Here's Reese Remmert with it. Gives it off for Parker Anderson. Anderson just trying to back his way in, and he traveled. They got one finally. 2 minutes to go in the half. Turnover gives it back to the Hawks. They're just getting close to the end of the first quarter in the other gym. Pretty tight game over there between New Haven and Fulton, it looks like.
Yeah, we have a nice view of the game out in the cafeteria area, but my old eyes can't read the scoreboard, so.
I can tell it's within a point. I think it's 9-8 right now. I'm wearing my glasses. Little floater, and they're going to call a charge on Tyler Kuntz. That was suspect. Minute 45 to go in the half. First foul on Tyler Kuntz with 1:38 to play in the half. Lob pass gets it down to Erickson. He just does lots of walking all the way around Kane Evans and scores. Now it's 31-18. Genowine over to the far corner. Hain back to Kuntz. He'll try the three. And that one rattles down.
Dude, that was from downtown, too.
And it's a 10-point game. TK with the tray to make it 31-21, down to 1:10 to go in the half. Here come the Bearcats. Cut off from the baseline was Bruni. And now the pass to Remmert. And Coffey with it. It goes down low. And we're going to have a foul called on Kane Evans. That was a 50-50 ball. So Erickson going to go to the free throw line. A minute even. So each Evans has 2 fouls. Mason Street with 2 fouls. Logan Dalrymple with 2 fouls.
And Mason Street has not come off that bench.
No, he is glued to it. They need him for the second half, and the shot is no good. The first half of that 1-1. And here come the Hawks. Genowine finds some room, goes to the hoop, off the glass, no good. Dalrymple couldn't get a hold of the rebound, and it's finally gathered in by Reese Remmert. Down to 45 seconds to go. Remmert in a foot race with Genowine, hands it off to Connor Coffey in the center circle. Down to 40 seconds on the clock. Looking for a pick. He can't get past Chase Hall, so he hands the ball off. Almost stolen away by Kuntz. Get it to Bruni. Now work it into Erickson. And they're going to call the charge. Dalrymple's not his best acting job, but he got the call.
I was going to say, but he kind of threw that elbow, too. It was pretty crystal clear.
So Skylar Erickson picks up his 3rd personal and comes out of the ball game. Dalrymple, he is grinning ear to ear. Here's Chase Hall across the line, down to 22 seconds to go in the half. If Clopton can get this to single digits by halftime, boy, they are in this ball game. Here's Kuntz with it, down to 15. They're playing for the last shot. Here's Genowine. Genowine to the hoop. Has it stripped away, knocked out of bounds, and they're going to say he just lost it out of bounds. 9 seconds to go. Turnover gives it back to the Bearcats. And a timeout taken by Coach Jake Whithouse and Hermann. 31-21. Back with the end of the first half after this on Eagle 102.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, PJ's Salon, and Center Locker Service.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on the Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
31-21, Clopton trailing by 10, final 6 seconds of the half. They put on the brakes before they cross the line. Reese Remmert over far side. Here's a 3. That's long, and that'll be it. Shot putback was late. They said it was going to count, though. 31-21. It didn't go down. And Clopton goes to the locker room trailing by just 10. Good second quarter for the Hawks. That was kind of what they did in the third quarter against Fulton. They did it earlier and very much are in this ball game against the Hermann Bearcats as we go to the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repairs. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Good first half of basketball here in the middle school gym as the Clopton Hawks came from a 18-6 deficit in the first quarter to pull it within 10 at the half, 31-21.
Yeah, well, and that's what I was going to say, man. It's almost like they have to take that first quarter and get warmed up, get all the fouls out of their system, and then they really tighten down and really have done some really nice things here in the second. And one of those things, you talked about it in the pregame, is Tyler Kuntz came alive. I think they need to get him out here and let him start acting like he's playing for sure in the warm-ups. So that way he's ready to go first quarter because, he has 12 points, 12 of the 21 points already this evening for the Hawks.
And that was after a 20-plus point night the other night in the opening round defeat against Fulton. Over in the other gym, it's a one-point game there with about 5 minutes to go in the first half as New Haven just pulled within one against Fulton. So that's 15-14. Low scoring first half over there, but a very tight game in the high school gym, the men's championship semis. But this one, I
kind of feel like the height difference is probably playing the biggest part in Hermann's favor tonight.
I think that played a big part in the first quarter.
That's true. Yes.
I think Clopton has been able to adjust to it in the second quarter.
Absolutely.
And work around that both offensively and defensively. They're not getting the opportunities. And, boy, Erickson just loves to shuffle those feet with the ball held over his head.
He's 6'7". He figures they're paying attention.
Not paying attention to his feet?
Yeah.
All right. That's fair enough. 31-21 our score after two quarters. In the first game of the night here in the middle school gym, it was the Bowling Green Bobcats over Wellsville-Middletown. A lot closer final score than the game actually was, as Wellsville made a little push, came up short. 62-59 was the final as Bowling Green defeats the Tigers. So the Tigers will play for 7th place, and the Bobcats will play for consolation tomorrow. And we'll go through that whole schedule for you as we continue here tonight. 31-21, Clopton trailing Hermann after two quarters here from the consolation semis at the Montgomery Invitational on KJFM.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include CMC Distributing and Manufacturing, McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes, and Calumet of Missouri.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
New Haven's pulled ahead of Fulton by a point in the second quarter over in the championship semis. Here, it's the Bearcats.
I have some score updates for you, too.
Okay, go ahead. Here it's the Bearcats leading the Hawks 31-21 after 2 quarters.
The Ellsbury boys tonight were playing semifinal action over at the Winfield Tip-Off Classic. They defeated Warrenton this evening by the score of 48-40. And Jim Ross, who is covering the Louisiana Van Far games for us, at the end of the first quarter, the Louisiana boys lead Van Far by the score of 21-15.
Of course, that followed the Lady Indians victory over the Lady Dogs,
64-53. Yep.
All right. Here it's 31-21, first half scoring for the Bearcats. They've got 2 points from Braden Englert, 3 each from Rain Remmert and Reese Remmert. 4 points for the big man Skylar Erickson at 6'7". 8 points for Parker Anderson and Seth Hackman with 11 points. They are shooting 8 of 11 from the free throw line through the first 2 quarters. A lot of opportunities.
Yep.
And Hackman and Anderson have been nearly perfect from that spot. For the Clopton Hawks, they got 2 points from Jordan Genuine, 3 for Chase Hall, 4 points for Kane Evans, and then 12 from Tyler Kuntz as he's done the majority of the scoring. Only 3 free throw attempts for Clopton in the first half, and they are 1 of 3. Kuntz 1 for 1. Cash Evans 0 for 2. And we didn't see any of Cash Evans in the second quarter or Mason Street.
Yeah, they had those 2 fouls, and Coach Francis sat them down. And, of course, as kind of the crowd got to go to the concession stand, I noticed that Daniel Harvey's here along with a few others. And I bet that Evan Logman, there's a bunch of them here that probably tell you, yep, that's what you get for getting 2 fouls.
What is Evan doing with a beard?
Well, he's had one for a while.
I don't remember. I just remember his cheeks.
His little rosy cheeks.
Yeah, he's covering them up.
It's cold out.
31-21 is our score through 2 quarters. The Bearcats lead the Clopton Hawks. Back with the second half after this on Eagle 102.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include People's Savings Bank in Bowling Green, McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, and Advanced Physical Therapy.
Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at lynsheritage.com.
From our roots in St. Louis, Royal Banks of Missouri is branching out to continue serving you with our locations in St. Charles, Jerseyville, Granite City, and now in Hannibal, Center, and New London. Royal Banks of Missouri, the community bank in your community.
If it's time to ride or time to work, it's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. There isn't a friendlier or more knowledgeable staff than those at Hayden's. If you need help at work or at play, let Hayden's Motorsports Center be your one-stop shop for the most fun and hard-working power sports equipment in the area. They're always ready to help. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Clopton with the ball to start the second half. Dalrymple with it, hands it off for Mason Street back into the ball game, and he traveled.
This is one of those situations where that's been happening all night. They really haven't called a lot of it, and now all of a sudden they're going to call it.
Turnover with 20 seconds gone in this third quarter. Clopton still trailing by 10. With it on the near side is Connor Coffey. Coffey tries to dump it in, does get that pass to Seth Hackman. Hackman can't convert, but he gets the rebound. And he passes out to Anderson. Anderson back to Hackman from the far corner for 3. That one's short. 4 Hawks there, and Kuntz finally pulls it down for Clopton. Gets it to Dalrymple. Back up top, and going to have to save it. Oh, nice job by Mason Street.
Yes, he nice hustle there. Was able to get it right at the half-court line and toss it back to right in Kuntz's hands.
Has it back again. They work it down low. Off the glass. Evans too hard. Put back Mason Street. Too soft. And here comes Hermann after the second rebound. They'll kick it back and set the offense. Reese Remmert all the way over to the far side for Connor Coffey, who dribbles back between the circles for the Bearcats. Surveying the scene, comes near side for Remmert. Drops it down low. Clearing a little space. Turnaround shot, no good. Put back, no good. How about a third? And we're finally going to have a foul.
And it's going to go against Evans.
That's going to be his third.
Yeah.
So Cash picks up his third personal. Into the ball game is Jordan Genowine.
Coming in for Chase Hall.
They're going to leave Cash in there. They'll kick it up and around to Erickson. Erickson back to Anderson. Anderson near side now for Coffey. Coffey drops it back to Erickson. Back out top. Here's a three. Off the glass, no good. And the smallest man on the floor.
They're going to hand them both fouls? Is that what I just saw? Both Erickson and Cash?
And it's going to be at the fourth on both of them. Both their fourth fouls just a minute 44 into the second half. And Erickson is livid. He may pick up a personal before this is over. He just threw a chair back to the wall. So Cash comes out, Kane back in.
I tell you what, I'm going to give Cash credit. I mean, that's a big boy to be up against. You know, Cash, just a sophomore, going against the 6'7" senior from Hermann. And he's got up and taken a walk towards the end of the bench.
Ooh, I would hate to be around Erickson right now.
Yeah, no.
He is just pacing, sits back down now.
And I want to say this only because, preface it this, he kind of reminds you of Hulk Smash.
Oh, my goodness. He is huge.
He is.
He is not a string bean at 6'7".
No.
He is NFL. He's like Gronk.
Yes.
At 6'7". That shot no good, and a foul going to be whistled to send Mason Street to the line.
I bet that I bet he's very tough to deal with on the court. And he looks like a great athlete.
Yeah.
But whew. So Hackman picked up his first.
And the first shot is good. And this is a single-digit ball game now. Second shot. That one rims out, so still a 9-point game. And Coffey will bring it up the floor slowly. Hands it off for Seth Hackman. Now to the near side for Reese Remmert. Remmert back up top for Nick Bruni. Bruni over to the far side for Hackman. Through Anderson. All the way around again. They're working the perimeter right now. Working a little clock. Here's Bruni with it. Kicks it into the corner. Back up top to Parker Anderson. Anderson hands it to Connor Coffey. Coffey to the corner for Hackman. Hackman dribbles out. Now kicks it to the middle of the lane. Here's a three near side. That one's off the mark. Off the miss by Remmert. And we're going to have a...
Yep, Genowine's going to pick up a foul as he fell in to Coffey.
Usually that gives you a boost when you fall into Coffee.
Little caffeine kick.
Yeah. Like the drink, only not spelled the same.
Yeah. Green Mile, great movie.
Turnaround shot, that's good. Seth Hackman makes it an 11-point Bearcat lead. 33-22, 5:09 to go in the third quarter. And back to the line on a couple of good moves is Mason Street.
And that is a second on Nick Bruni. The nice part is if we stay quiet, we can hear what Coach Francis is saying.
Uh-huh. Hits the first, makes it a 10-point game. And the second, he knocked them both down. 33-24. There it is. A little late getting on the board here in the gym.
Oh.
Turnaround off the inlet pass and another foul after the finish by Parker Anderson. He's got 10 points.
OTK came in and was looking to try and get a block. He just got there a little late. So got the bucket +1.
And that's the second foul on Tyler Kuntz. Already 7 fouls called in this third quarter. And the free throw is good to make it a 12-point game. And 11 points tonight for Parker Anderson. Kane to the far side. They work it down low. Dalrymple can't handle it.
Too hot to handle.
Yeah, it was out of his reach. He had to go off balance to try and pull it in, and never got everything on the same page there. 36-24 after the turnover. Hermann will bring it back up the floor with 4:40 to play in the third quarter. Here's Parker Anderson with it to Reese Remmert. Remmert out high to Rain Remmert. Both Reese and Rain in there for the Bearcats. Coffee over to the far side. Here's a three. That one's good. Rain Remmert. Make it Rain Remmert.
Yeah, it was.
39-24. Clopton caught, and we're going to have a little
And Rain
foul.
just picked up a foul. And when Coach Francis's pitch goes up in his voice, it's usually not good either, by the way.
Second on Rain. And here is Jordan Genowine with the ball for the Hawks. Gives up his dribble, now gives the ball to Mason Street on the far side. Gets it inside to Kane Evans, back to Mason Street. He goes to the hoop, can't score, but is fouled. I think that's going to be 3 on Rain. It is. Rain Remmert picks up back-to-back personals, and Mason Street back at the line. He's going to start in the second half the way Seth Hackman started the first half.
No kidding.
He makes that one. And he's got 4 points, all from the free throw line, 4 of 5 shooting. As Reese Remmert checks out, back in the ball game, Seth Hackman. Midway point of the third quarter here from the Montgomery County Invitational. Second shot good as well. And that's 5 points for Mason Street. 13-point Bearcat lead. It's 10 at the half. Clopton got it down to single digits before a little surge there from the Bearcats. Over to the far side, here's a three from the corner. That may have been partially blocked, ends up behind the backboard, but Hermann keeps possession. Here's Rain Remmert. Scoops it to Connor Coffey out near the center stripe, working against Genowine all the way to the hoop. And another foul.
It's on Genowine.
And that's his third. Correct? Or second?
I have a second,
okay.
but that could be wrong. Nope, they threw up second too.
Yep. They still had Bruni's up on the board earlier. Back and around to the near side to Bruni, near corner for Connor Coffey. He hands it off. Coffey with it again. 3:18 to play. Stops, pops from about 16. Shot no good, and the rebound pulled down by Kuntz for Clopton. Nearing 5 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Mason Street, ball fake, goes to his dribble, high block, center of the lane, shot good. Mason Street, first shot to go down from the field tonight. He's got 7 points. And it's an 11-point game. Clopton on the short end right now, but playing well here since the end of the first quarter. Coffey goes to the dribble, now kicks it back for Seth Hackman. Hackman hands it back to Coffey into the far corner now for Bruni. Up top for Coffey. Coffey drives, can't get the finger roll, and the rebound pulled down by Evans. Kane hands it off to Tyler Kuntz, who's on the run. Goes all the way to the baseline, and he's fouled as he goes up. It's going to be Nick Bruni picking up his third personal.
It was a good idea by Tyler because he knew he could draw the foul.
2:24. Anything more is a bonus, right?
That's right.
Shot good. So Kuntz has 13 points. That's his first point of the second half. It's a 10-point game. And that shot short. Rebound pulled down this time by Seth Hackman. Bounce pass. Oop. Coffey almost fell down. That would have been spilled coffee. Now a steal by Street to the hoop. And good. Nice steal and a timeout on the floor. The Clopton folks getting excited for the first time. The Hawks trail 39-31 here in the third quarter on KJFM.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Penrod Realty, Craig Bowen CPA, and Sparks Maintenance Contracting.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and a taste of Philly.
After the timeout, Hermann with the ball, up by 8. Clopton has cut 5 points off this lead. That shot no good. Rebound, Anderson, no, but a foul is going to send Parker Anderson back to the free throw line. He's 3 for 3 from that spot tonight with 11 points in the game. Minute 47 to go here in the third quarter, and that's the third foul on Tyler Kuntz.
By the way, at the half, Louisiana leads Van Farr 34-22.
That one's good. He stays perfect. Back to a 9-point lead over in the other gym. Fulton has opened up a 23-18 lead on New Haven. He's short on that one. Rebound tipped, but Anderson gets it back, and they'll get back-to-back possessions. Over to the far side. Here's a three. That one's good. Oh, my goodness. Seth Hackman with the tray to make it 43-31. Kuntz near side. Minute and a half to go in the third. Back up top for Chase Hall. Hall over to the far side for Mason Street to Genowine. Jordan. Good ball fake. Spins. Shot from the baseline. That kid is good.
Yeah, that's a nice little move there. Nice spin in there. Was able to float it on up, like you said, right along that baseline, the short block, and dropped 2.
43-33. Clopton trails. So they haven't made any headway as far as the scoreboard goes in the first 7 minutes of this third quarter. Minute to go and 9 to go in regulation. Here's Parker Anderson for the baseline and good. He's got a whole set of skills, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Here's Hain back up top for Mason Street. Street back to Hain. Up top again for Genowine. Genowine. Good crossover on Reese Remmert over to the far side. Hall for 3 is good. Chase Hall with a tray is second from beyond the arc tonight. 45-36. 25 seconds to go in the quarter. And if Hermann can get across the line, they'll set up for the final shot. Took 3 behind the back dribbles to get there. Here's Anderson. They're not playing for anything. They want as many points as they can get. Shot good off the glass for Seth Hackman to make it an 11-point lead. Down to 4 seconds. Here's Genowine to Kuntz. Long 3 off the mark, and we've played 3 quarters. 47-36, Hermann leads Clopton as we head to the fourth from the Montgomery County Invitational on KJFM.
Montgomery County Tournament coverage brought to you by West End Financial Services and Knight Equipment Company. Brown Smokehouse Meats in Silex and Troy, locally owned and operated, can help with all your meat processing, retail, wholesale, and custom butchering. Brown's invite you to stop by their Troy retail location. Despite some road work underway, Brown Smokehouse Meats is open for business at 185 East Cherry Street in Troy. Smokehouse Meats, deer processing, homemade sausage, and much, much more. Be sure to visit Brown Smokehouse Meats, Silex and Troy.
At Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair in Vandalia, they say it's better to prevent a breakdown than having to pay for one. Preventative maintenance is key, but if your machinery should break down, Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair is there to serve you in the shop, on the farm, or roadside. See Craig's for semi-truck and trailer repair, oil changes, overhauls, and much more. Farm planting season to harvest season and beyond, Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair can help keep all your equipment and big rigs rolling. Call in or stop in today. Craig's Truck and Tractor Repair, Highway 54 east of Vandalia.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Well, they put the big man Erickson back in there with 4 fouls to start the fourth quarter as Hermann leads by 11 over Clopton, 47-36. Hermann ball to start the quarter, and it's out of bounds back to the Hawks. As they say, Anderson couldn't quite get there to save it. Clopton was going to get the steal anyway. And here's Chase Hall with it. Hall in the backcourt for Clopton. To Genowine. Genowine goes to his dribble, gets it to Mason Street. Street, a couple ball fakes, gives it to Logan Dalrymple. To the near side for Jordan Genowine. Comes out of the corner with it through Dalrymple to Hall. Chase Hall gives it to Genowine again. Free throw line over to the far side for Dalrymple as they do a little weaving here. Here's Street, cuts to the basket and scores. Mason Street having a good semifinal. And here comes the Bearcats again, end-to-end for Connor Coffey, and that's his first 2 points of the night. Almost a steal by Anderson. Good job recovering by the Hawks. Here's Genowine with it to Dalrymple, back up top, 4 counts. Excuse me, for Hall. Down to Street, kick it over to Dalrymple, back up top for Hall. To Genowine, kick it down low to the baseline, off the glass. Dalrymple no good, and then blocked out of bounds was Kane Evans. No contact called. They say it'll stay with the Hawks. Reese Remmert trying to say, no, that was all Clopton. I think the ref said, well, I could have called a foul. Here's Chase Hall to the near side for Street for 3. They let him take it. He was a little long with it. Here's Nick Bruni. Minute and a half gone in the fourth. Connor Coffey holds. Now has it at the free throw line. Gave up his dribble, getting bothered, and a timeout taken by Hermann to avoid the 5-second call. Hermann leads Clopton 49-38, 6:18 to go in the fourth from the Montgomery County Invitational on KJFM.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Ann Lane Boutique, Lynn's Heritage House, and Royal Banks.
Buying a home can be scary, but not with RE/MAX Realty. Whether you're looking to sell or to buy a home, commercial property, investment property, or land in Pike County and the surrounding area, the RE/MAX Realty Shop is here to help. When you or someone you know wants a passionate advocate to share the home buying experience with, call me. We will both be glad you did. I'm Elisha Koenig, RE/MAX agent.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
Over the other gym, that one stayed tight, that championship semifinal. It's Fulton 25 and New Haven 22. Midway point of the third quarter over there to decide who takes on Mexico for the championship game and who will be in the third place game against Montgomery County. This one will decide who's in the consolation game against Bowling Green or who's in the 7th place game against Wellsville-Middletown. Right now, Clopton trailing 49-38. Nearly 2 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. With the ball is Connor Coffey off of Erickson. Still playing with 4 fouls. Now to Parker Anderson. Cash Evans still on the bench with his 4 fouls. Over to the far side, here's Reese Remmert. Remmert gets it off to Anderson as they run a little clock here on the Hawks. Over to the far side now for Nick Bruni. Corner for Coffey. He dribbles back up top, and we're going to finally have a foul whistled against Mason Street.
He just kind of couldn't quite put on the brakes quick enough.
And to the line, Parker Anderson, who's 2 for his last 3 and 4 of 5 in the game from the free throw line. Be nice if he missed here. Kane checks out. Cash Evans back in. Erickson out. So they're just staying away from each other.
Yeah.
One comes in, one goes out, and there's a free throw good for Parker Anderson to make it a 12-point Hermann lead with 5:43 to play. Second shot, that one rims out. Rebound tipped out by Hackman and out of bounds. It's going to go to the Hawks. They do not let the defense have any rebounds for free, do they? Back up the floor. Here's Street to the near side for Kuntz. Clopton trailing by a dozen. Through Cash, back up top now for Mason Street. Street to the low blocks. Finds a little bit of room. Short on the shot, and the rebound tipped out. And it's going to go to Hermann as Cash Evans swatted that one out of bounds. Here's Connor Coffey. He has Remmert with him in the backcourt, but he's going to take it up himself. Has a lane all the way to the hoop and in. 14-point lead, their biggest in a while. 4 points now for Coffey. And out of bounds, and they're going to say it went out clean. So back-to-back turnovers for the Hawks. 3 minutes gone here in the fourth, and this one's starting to slip away. Here's Remmert in the backcourt. 4:57 to play. He works against Chase Hall. Connor Coffey. Between the legs dribble, just going to take the three. Oh my goodness, he drained it from the top. 55-38, and Connor Coffey is come alive here in the fourth quarter, and another turnover. As Street and Evans couldn't connect there, and a timeout taken by the Hawks with 4:34 to play in the fourth. It's a full timeout. Clopton trails 55-38 on KJFM.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Hayden's Motorsports Center, Beinhoff Funeral Homes, and Young Enterprises.
Orff Construction in Bowling Green has been Pike County's residential and commercial water and sewer excavator contractor for over 54 years. Orff Construction is family-owned and operated and state-approved as septic installers in Pike, Lincoln, Rawls, Audrain, Warren, and St. Charles counties. Orff Construction can also handle your directional boring needs. Contact Les today for your free estimate. 573-324-3552 weekdays. Orff Construction, Highway 161 just outside Bowling Green. Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
55-38. Hermann leads Clopton, starting to pull away a little bit here in the fourth quarter. As the Hawks starting to gamble a little bit, trying to force a couple of things here to get back in this ball game. It just hasn't worked out for him yet. As Anderson set to trigger the inbound, gives it to Hackman on the far side, standing right next to Coach Tony Francis and the Clopton bench. Now he dribbles further into the backcourt, gives it to Parker Anderson, who finally crosses the line at about an 8 or 9 count. Now they give it to Reese Remmert. He goes to the hoop and got it to stick. Remmert with 2 more, and all of a sudden, it's a 19-point lead. Clopton had it to single digits. Just seems like a moment ago. Here's Evans, and he traveled.
Yeah. He was going out of town on that one.
Had the bags packed. The station wagon gassed up, and he was ready to go.
Christmas vacation.
Back the other way, an easy 2 points. As they're just throwing home run balls to Coffey now. And here's Kuntz with it. 21-point advantage for the Bearcats. Evans back to Street. He puts it up and over for 2. Mason Street has 8 from the field in the second half. And has hit 5 of 6 free throws since halftime. And Anderson gonna run a little clock here. Gives it back to Rain Remmert. Down to 3:17 to play, and there's the foul called on Chase Hall.
Is this seriously just his first?
It is.
No, it's a second.
Well, we both couldn't be wrong, could we?
Well, it may only happen from time to time.
Yeah, I think it was his first.
We like our stats better.
Yeah. 3:15 to play. Clopton trailing 59-40. And Rain Remmert at the line to shoot 2 as he made the first. To make it an even 20-point lead for the Bearcats. Second one, good as well. He's got 8 points tonight. And we're down to 3-10. Here's Kuntz. Off of Evans' hands to Chase Hall. Hall, baseline, kicks it far side. Here's a three for Evans, rims out and out of bounds, and they're going to say last touch by Chase Hall.
Yeah, that was Kane that put up the three.
So both Kane and Cash out there right now for the Hawks. All the available Evans. 61-40. Clopton trails here in the fourth. There's a big fourth quarter for the Hermann Bearcats as Clopton had to take some chances and it just hasn't gotten them any closer. Turnovers have put them 21 points behind. Here's Rain Remmert to the baseline. Pass deflected, and here come the Hawks. Kuntz weaves his way through a little traffic. Shot no good. He kind of got out of control there, but the putback is good for Kane Evans. He's got 6 points in the ball game. And the deficit at 19. Down to 2:10 to play as Coffey bounces off of Genowine. He walks a little bit and goes. That's the.
That's a Euro step.
The Eurasian step. I mean, that one was a lot of steps. 63-42. Shot no good, but going to the line will be Jordan Genowine. He'll shoot some free throws. Over in the other gym, it's now 34-24 as Fulton has opened up a 10-point advantage on the Shamrocks. And the first shot for Jordan's no good.
So
Kuntz.
TK has a seat and as Hayne comes back in.
I'd say that's probably the last we'll see of Tyler Kuntz tonight as he missed them both to Genowine, and the rebound pulled in by Coffey, who nuzzled his way into the rebound, and that shot no good. Genowine couldn't hold on to it. There was no one from Hermann contesting that rebound, and he just couldn't get both hands to work together. Minute 31 to go in the ball game. It's been that kind of second half for the Hawks. Back into the ball game is Reagan Englert. Backing up with it is Reese Rennert. And a foul called on Chase Hall, his third.
No, hey, we have Coach Francis to make liars out of us because here comes TK.
Okay. Well, it looked like he was maybe a little banged up, but we'll put him back out there. Here we're with 1:20 to go, and the shot is good for Reese Remmert to make it 64-42. And the second shot, that one's good as well. Here comes Genowine up the floor. Jordan gave up his dribble. Needs someone to hand it to. He gives it to Kane Evans. Now back to Kuntz, back to Kane. Kane goes baseline. Nothing much there, so he goes to Cash with it, and Cash scores. Cash Evans, first 2 points of the night. And we're down to a minute to go in this ball game. 65-44 is the Bearcat lead. Over to the far point is Reese Remmert. Back between the circles, hands it off to Rain Remmert, who goes to Seth Hackman with 38 seconds to go. He's going to go back to the near side with it, and Remmert is going to dribble out. And Kuntz put a shoulder into Remmert trying to get that steal. That's his fourth foul.
And obviously in the double bonus, so 2 shots.
For Reese Remmert. He hits the first. Making a 22-point lead. 31.5 seconds to go. And the second one good as well. 67-44. Clopton. To the hoop is Genowine. He's blocked by 3 guys. Down to 20 seconds. Rain Remmert across the line with it, and they can burn clock here.
They could, except for Genowine fouling.
It's his third. And we'll shoot 2 more free throws. These are just freebie points now for, Hermann is trying not to score at this point. They just want to run out the final 15.6.
Yeah.
He missed the first, did Rain Remmert. He's 2 of 4 from the line, 3 of 5 from the line. He hit the second one to make it 68-44. 14 seconds left. Here's Kuntz, lost it off his foot out of bounds. Down to 9.7 seconds. Clopton still in full court pressure. Down to 8 seconds. Gives it off to Hackman, and he'll hold it for the final 3, 2, and 1. This ball game comes to an end. Clopton falls to Hermann, 68-44. It'll be Hermann and Bowling Green for consolation tomorrow. Clopton will play Wellsville in the 7th place game. Again, the final 68-44. Hermann over the Clopton Hawks. Back with the postgame show for you after this on KJFM.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Hard work, dedication, and commitment to excellence are foundations of a successful sports program. The team at Clint Bowen Construction recognizes character and the mentality of local athletes as the pillars of our community. Best of luck to area sports teams this season from the team at Clint Bowen Construction in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, your high-quality 1-2 punch to knock out tough building projects. Bowling Green Ready Mix for all your concrete and concrete supplies, and the only plant locally owned and operated. And Kearns Construction for new homes, remodeling jobs, repair work, and even snow removal. Just call 573-324-3433 and let the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction Company go to work for you.
PJ Salon in Louisiana is hosting their Customer Appreciation Day Saturday, December 11th from 11 to 1. During the event, all products will be on sale. Plus, you can save even more money by bringing in a donation of pet food. Make sure you sign up for the numerous prize giveaways. It's all happening at PJ Salon's Customer Appreciation Day. Saturday, December 11th from 11 to 1. PJ Salon in the Raintree Mall in Louisiana.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Final in this one, the Hermann Bearcats over the Clopton Hawks. 68-44 our final. Clopton played a good 2 middle quarters. The first and fourth weren't their friends tonight.
No.
And they end up losing going away by 24 points in this one, a game that was single digits there in the opening moments of the fourth quarter. It just wasn't to be tonight. Hawks run out of steam, took some chances, gambled a little bit, and a lot of turnovers in that final quarter en route to the 7th place game coming up tomorrow.
All right, so let's can I go ahead and run through a little bit of scoring real
quick?
Sure. Well, let's see. Leading all scorers tonight for Clopton was Tyler Kuntz and Mason Street. They each knocked down 13. 6 apiece, Chase Hall and Kane Evans. 4 points to Justin Genowine and 2 points to Cash Evans. As far as free throws go, they didn't do horrible. They were 7 of 13 from the charity tonight. But the story comes on the other side where you had Seth Hackman with 18 points, followed by Parker Anderson with 14 points. Connor Coffey had 11, and they all came in the fourth quarter. Rain and Reese Remmert both each had 9. Schuler Erickson with 4. Brandon Englert Is that what you're saying his name?
Engler, yeah.
Engler had 2, but they were 18 of 24 from the charity stripe, so they did nice free throw shooting as well.
Yeah, they did everything pretty good tonight, including wearing out the Hawks. I think, if they can get Skylar Erickson, that 6'7" guy, to play with his size but not over the edge, and able to work that post move without shuffling his feet. He didn't get called for tonight, but he will at some point in the near future. He could be a force, but he's just got to get control of that big body, because he's not lanky. Maybe he put on some muscle, doesn't know his own strength at this point, but once he figures that out, he could be a monster for this Hermann Bearcat team.
Absolutely. Kind of glad they're not in our area for right now.
Over in the other gym, New Haven has run out of steam. They trail Fulton 44-24, just about 3 minutes and 15 seconds into the fourth quarter. So it looks like it's going to be Fulton and Mexico for the championship, Montgomery and New Haven for third place. Consolation will be Bowling Green
and Hermann,
and seventh place will be Clopton and Wellsville. So
another score from away from this game, Louisiana at the end of 3 is leading Van Far 55-26.
55-26. Final on this one, 68-44. We'll take a quick break, and we already told you about the matchups, but we'll tell you the schedule for tomorrow night here as the Montgomery County Tournament moves into consolation night. We'll do that after this on the Eagle 102 postgame show.
Montgomery County Tournament sponsors on Eagle 102 Sports include Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Craig's Truck and Tractor, and Elisha Koenig, owner of Remax Realty Shop.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
CMC Distributing in Louisiana is the place to turn for steel, culverts, industrial supplies, and central welding supplies. In addition, CMC Distributing offers trailer parts, truck accessories, truck beds, and trailer repairs. At CMC Distributing, they always go the extra mile while working hard to make sure you're satisfied. They do it that way for a simple reason. They appreciate your business. CMC Distributing, Highway 54, west of Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
Final score, Hermann 68, Clopton 44. So Clopton going to play in the seventh place game tomorrow, and Bowling Green will play against Hermann in the consolation championship. Okay, so here's the schedule for tomorrow. It'll start both gyms with ladies games. Here in the middle school gym will be the ladies' 7th place game, followed by the men's 7th place game at 7:30. So 6 and 7:30, you'll have the 2 7th place games here in the middle school gym. Over in the high school gym, you'll have the consolation championships. We'll start the schedule at 6 o'clock with the ladies' consolation game, and then the boys' consolation game.
Correct.
And do you have those matchups?
I do. Of course, we'll have Fulton and Clopton girls at 6 o'clock. Of course, Fulton is the number 5 seed, Clopton number 7 seed, and then immediately following we'll have the Bowling Green Hermann matchup. And, of course, we'll continue to give you updates from this gym as we move through the games. But we'll be over in the high school gym tomorrow evening.
Exactly. So final in this one, 68-44. They still have some basketball to play, a half quarter left over in the high school gym. But that one is starting to spread out as Fulton has opened up a 19-point lead on New Haven, although New Haven at the line trailing 46-27 to the Fulton Hornets. Again, that's in the championship semifinal from the high school gym. Final here, it's Hermann 68, Clopton 44. Earlier tonight, Bowling Green over Wellsville-Middletown 62-59. And that'll wrap up our coverage of semifinal night here at the Montgomery County Invitational. For Marianne Everhart, I'm Mark Froelich. We'll see you tomorrow for more basketball here on Eagle 102. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.